Setting up your meeting for YouTube.
It's just live already.
Yeah. There it goes. Yep.
Yep, we're live.
Yep. We are up. Just waiting for the notification. There it is. And we are on YouTube. Let's see who the first person in the chat is going to be on this Monday Night Fury. Giovanni.
Yeah, on my side.
Yep, there he goes. Giovanni, Cheese Boys. We got Beast Mode. Hi, Beast Mode. Connor, Chris Redmond, JB's in the house. Renee, Anthony, Giovanni. Got Boston Bruins fan. Kevin, what's up? Thunder Punch, Famous Nick, Josh Jr., Tropical Mayhem, Rocha, Jared, Wade, The Hood, CPO Rules, Chris Jones. What's going on, guys? Thank you guys so much for popping through here. Welcome to Monday Night Fury. What's up, Mitch Gibson? What's up, Almighty Quan? What's up, Jay Martell? El Wormy. Ahmed Salam. What's up, man? Sir Cardinal TV's in the house. Sir Cardinal. What's up, dude? Nick Howard, Chaos. Eddie's in here. We got Red Cardinal. Pigskin Pete says, is shit crazy in Dallas? Yes, it has been.
Yeah.
Dallas is, things are going on here in Dallas as well. Go Skittle, what's going on, man? Bobby Woodruff is in here. Jacob. Footballers.
What's up, CPO Rules? What's up, Blizzard Peak?
With a 99-cent sticker.
Yes, thank you, Blizzard. Thank you, bro. Appreciate that.
Hell, you guys. Man, you guys are just rolling in here. Thank you, guys. Arturo with a $2 donation. What? Now Sean in left and Josh to the right? Is that how we're set up here?
Is that how it looks? I don't know.
Oh, weird. It's weird.
We don't really dictate that. It's just how Zoom rocks.
Yeah, Zoom's crazy. Thank you, Arturo.
Yeah. Thank you, buddy.
Yankees fan with a $5 donation. You live streaming takeover in your house. Fans will be there. And tomorrow is my birthday. I'll be 32 years old. Tomorrow is Yankees fans' birthday. Happy birthday to Yankees fan. 32, huh?
Shout out to you, man. Everybody wish him some happy birthday, man.
Thank you so much, Yankees fan and Arturo. And happy birthday to you, Yankees fan. Thor Seth is in the house. Thor Seth. What's up, Thor? It is so good to see you, man. It's good to hear your voice in the Discord. Everybody's missed you. So welcome, Thor Seth.
Welcome, bro.
Hell yeah.
Welcome back, man. And we got $4.99 from Matthew. So I hope you guys are doing good with protests out there. Be safe, man. Love you guys. There's been I know there's organized protests around Dallas, but yeah, we're safe. We're good out here. But yeah. Thank you for the donation, buddy.
Hell yeah.
What's up, Redmond? How's it going?
Yep. So as you guys pop in here, make sure you guys hit that like button and share the stream if you can.
Yeah.
How are we doing? Doing okay. I woke up about 7:30, so my alarm went off. Took to Twitter to see what's going on now.
Yeah.
And just talked on the Discord for a little bit, and now we're here.
I'm from Monday Night Fury, baby.
Yes, sir. What's up, Trop? Thor says, long time no see. Glad to be back, bros. I missed y'all. We miss you too, buddy. We miss you too. What's up, Sal?
Sir.
What's up, Lyndon? Pro Gamer Galaxy. What's going on, dude? AJ, what's up, man?
Yeah, guys, it's a crazy world right now. Big Al, how y'all doing? What do y'all think about the death of George Floyd and protests? We'll definitely get into that, buddy.
Yep.
Yeah.
But hopefully everybody is okay.
That's the first thing.
And everybody is safe. We had people that we knew within this community, people who are even our own mods who have had things going on literally across their street from where they live. So hopefully everyone's okay and everyone's safe.
Yeah, that's the most important thing, guys. It's crazy right now with everything that's happening. 2020 has just been a wild ride, and I guess we're still on it, We're not getting off anytime soon, apparently. $2, Josh, from Footballer.
Yes.
It says, turns out Gio is attached to Rocha and Sir Cardinal. Oh, okay.
All right. Thank you, Footballer.
Thanks.
How am I doing on the soft drinks? I definitely drink a lot less soda this past week than I typically do, because typically I'll drink I don't know, maybe 6 to 8 cans of fucking soda drink a day.
Yeah.
And so I'll definitely cut back, and we'll continue cutting back. But it's yeah.
I think I'm probably gonna try to honestly, Josh. The soda thing, I'm gonna try to come back to on it. I probably after I move and everything, and I move to which will be next about a week from today. I'm gonna probably try to cut out all sodas too, and just try to cold turkey it. I'll probably still drink lemonade and stuff like that because Raisin Cane lemonade, I can't pass that up. It's too good. It's so good.
Say this: it's only been a week, but I miss a good cheeseburger, boy.
Oh, I had a cheeseburger today for lunch.
Fuck you. Fuck you. What's up, Sully? How's it going? And Eagle Speed's in here, and he says, cancel football until America gets their act right. Proper discipline. Ooh, that's tough, man. That is tough.
I feel like
sports is a privilege, right?
Yeah,
should they just do away with sports for the rest of the year until people get their shit together? I hope not. I really hope not. I don't think that would just be so fucking awful.
Sports brings people together. Sports bring people together. We don't need nothing like that. We needed something to bring us all together right now. So.
Got $2 donation from Hell Lord says, some guys, Sean, thoughts on Dak contract situation?
It's still the same old, man. It's nothing new, you know?
Mm-hmm.
Thanks for the donation, buddy.
Yes, sir. Thank you, man. My Lord, hope you're doing okay.
Yes.
Oh, my God. What? Mike Nixon? Whoa. Mike Nixon with a $100 donation. Mike, what are you doing over here? You're going nuts. Says, here you guys go. Hey, how you guys been? Here, my brothers. You guys ask how I'm doing. It's been a difficult time since I suffered my mini stroke. Love you guys.
Oh, we love you too, buddy.
Mike, I know, man. I know, and you've been in the Discord and stuff like that, and we're so sorry to see what what happened to you, man. And that's terrible, dude. Because we love you, buddy. A lot of people do here in this community, but you're strong, man. You're holding on. You're still in the Discord. You're talking sports. You're chilling with the boys and everything, and we appreciate that. We appreciate you, man.
Yeah. You're a real one, man.
Shit, Mike. You didn't have to do that, bro. That's crazy.
I don't even know what to say to that, bro. But yeah, we all love you, man, and we hope
cheers,
hope everything's going great for you, man, and hopefully you're getting better. Cheers, bro. It's not a beer or anything, but
Sean drinking from his prison cup.
Yeah, man. Those times.
What's up, B Money? Says, how are we doing on this evening? Doing okay. How are you? Are you still recovering from your 21st birthday this past weekend?
Oh yeah, he told me he got wasted.
Thank you so much. What's up, Art Makepeace? Haven't seen you in a while. How you doing? And what's up, Engraven? Engraven Vids in the house.
So we had Art Makepeace and Engraven. Wow. Thank y'all guys for stopping by.
Oh, Corrupt's here.
Oh. Cool.
I guess.
Mm.
He's here.
Josh, remember we have to say that. It's cool.
Oh, yeah. Hold on. Let me see. Yeah. I am so glad that Corrupt is here in the live stream with us right now. He means a whole lot to us, and we appreciate everything that he does. Corrupt. What a guy. All right.
Yeah.
We got that out of the way. What's up, Michael Sex Jr.? He's in the chat. What's up, dude? What's up, King Pookie? And we have a $2 donation from Hellord. He says, things are fine. Things are with me and my girlfriend. How about you? Doing good. Doing good right now in good spirits as much as we can,
Yeah.
And that's good to hear about you, man.
So glad that you and your girlfriend are doing good.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Hell yeah. But this past weekend, since the last time we live streamed, we did that watch party of Fight Night from the UFC. My second time ever watching Fight Night or UFC in general, and we did a watch party in the Discord. We were actually showing the game or the fight. We were showing the fight. Shout out to B Money who gave us his ESPN Plus account. I was watching it while he was celebrating his birthday. And I shared the live stream in the Discord, and we were just chilling, watching the fight. It was good. Overall, the card was pretty fun to watch, except for the main event.
Yeah.
Woodley was so fucking boring. Shout out to Nick Howard. Nick Howard, who's he lives and breathes UFC. He knows all about it. So before every fight, he was breaking down each fighter and telling us what we need to look out for and everything. And he did a great job of doing that. So shout out to Nick for doing that.
Yeah, Mr. Nicky Howard.
Josh. Ghost, that was a great fight, by the way. I really enjoyed that fight. It's probably the best fight of the night.
Oh, Sonic Boom's in here. What's up, Sonic Boom? How's it going, bro? Joseph, 4532. What's up, man? How's it going? And we got $2 donation from Footballer Josh. It's meant to say Giovanni has a crush on Roach and Sir. Oh, yeah, we got that.
Oh, I wouldn't doubt it.
Yeah, we got
I wouldn't doubt it.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I wouldn't doubt it at all. What's up, MG? What's going on, man? Thank you so much, Footballer 503. Crazy Dog's in here. What's going on, man? Yeah, stupid fucking bitch Woodley is washed up. He lost. He didn't get his he lost, so he didn't get his ass kicked by his daddy Kobe.
Jesus. Was it that bad?
Oh, dude, he was so bored, man. He was
really?
such a sissy. He was just going like this.
Really?
Just standing around,
wow.
Just going like this, just dancing around him.
What a pussy.
It was ridiculous.
Jesus.
It was absolutely ridiculous. Also, any news on the NBA? So it looks like we're gonna be getting the NBA. What, July? Late July?
I think
NBA season's coming back.
Now
it looks like.
Like I wonder with that though. I think they're still determining how many teams, right?
Mm-hmm.
And what they're gonna do with the playoffs. But yeah, it looks like they're aiming for end of July. So same as hockey, apparently, Josh. And both our teams are gonna be in the playoffs in that for sure.
Yeah. The Blackhawks are going to be playing Sir Cardinals Oilers.
I forgot who my Stars are playing. Sir Cardinal will tell me. Sir Cardinal wrote.
What's up, Hot Take Hockey? Speaking of hockey.
Yeah, and I think I saw Sir Cardinal in the chat. Shout out to Sir Cardinal.
Mm-hmm.
Welcome.
Oh, yeah. But no, I really hope the NBA does come back at the end of July.
Yeah.
That would be such a huge boost for us, man, just mentally, just to have sports back, daily sports, and then getting into the NBA playoffs and having that going on, that would be huge. And we can all start having some fun and have a little bit of a distraction on the things that are going on in the real world, not to completely, distance ourselves from the real world, but just have a little bit of a distraction is nice. That's what sports provides for us. We got $2 donation from Arturo. Says, Josh, I'm happy that you like the documentary. I also watched the Johnny Tapia documentary. That was really, really interesting.
I heard y'all talking about that.
Yeah, it was really good. I highly recommend anyone to watch it. Arturo, thank you. And we have a raid going on from Hot Take Hockey. The homie, John raiding us right now.
Much love, man.
Look at them coming through.
Awesome,
you guys. You guys are awesome.
Dude, if y'all don't know who Hot Take Hockey is, y'all better know now. He's awesome, dude. Awesome.
Cheers, guys.
Yep. And we got a $5 from Hellord, Josh. And back with the optimism. He says, also, it's our year. Hashtag who dad, hashtag AK41, hashtag can't guard Mike, hashtag goat breeze. Man, we said that last year, Hellord. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see, buddy. And Iverson, I think he said there's 22 teams that are going to be making the playoffs or doing some kind of playoff.
Right. And he's very excited because his own sons might be making it. And I don't know what you're going to do, but anyway, no, I'm excited for that. And it looks like
teams, though, that's too much.
Yeah, it's crazy. But whatever. I'll take basketball anyway I can get it. Sure. And also, it looks like the NFL might be, there's nothing that's happened.
Yeah.
Nothing that's been said that says that the NFL is not going to be starting on time.
Mm-hmm.
It looks like it will be, maybe no fans, but I'm fine with that.
Well, I think a few states are allowing at least 25% capacity in stadiums like that. But yeah, we're going to have to wait and see because the good thing is the NFL's had plenty of time to prepare, right? And get everything in place that they need to get in place and coordinate, so hopefully we'll have it.
And by the way, again, John, thank you so much. Hot Take Hockey. That was awesome, man. That is really cool of you to do that. You didn't have to do it. Really and, Hot Take Hockey squad, they all came through. Appreciate you guys, man. Much love to y'all.
Yeah. Much love, man.
And guys, if you're not subscribed to Hot Take Hockey, go subscribe to Hot Take Hockey.
I don't know what you're doing.
Yeah, on hockey.
You gotta go.
Texas said 25% capacity. 25% capacity.
So, yep.
That's fine.
I know Texas is one. Now, I think a couple others. I can't remember.
Now, if it's 25% capacity, what does that mean for ticket sales? What does that mean to the season ticket holders? is there going to be like a certain percentage of season ticket holders that have, first dibs at that 25%? Is it going to be all season ticket holders that makes up the 25%?
That's going to be the biggest
That's what
question.
I'm curious about. If there's going to be a 25% capacity in some of these stadiums, like here in Texas, how is that going to be determined on who gets those tickets? Because there's going to be a shitload of people that are going to want to go to these games, man. They desperately want to go.
They desperately want to go. And you know what I would do if I was them is I would offer it to season ticket. See, this thing. I wouldn't want to give it to a company. Like at this point, if you're only going to get 25%, I want to get fans because this is the problem. Like you'll have a lot of companies go out and fucking spend all that money on the season tickets, right?
Yep.
And then they'll try to resell them, and then with it only being 25%, they might raise the price and try to resell them at a high cost. What if they don't get even 25% because it's too expensive? So how about you just make it open to all fans and it's first come, first serve, right? Rather than a company being able to buy them. That's what I think.
Right.
Sell them per game, no season ticket holders.
Yeah. But now, Sean, would you go to a game this year?
Fuck yeah. I would love to go to a game.
With everything going on?
I'll wear my mask and all that shit, and I'll probably wear gloves. So I don't touch anything, but I would definitely go. I want to go. I want to go to see the Cowboys and play. I haven't seen them play in, I think, a couple years now, and I really wanted to. So hopefully we can go. I'd love to go. Would you?
Oh, yeah, I'd go.
Okay, cool.
I'd go.
I know we talked about going to that Steelers game. So we'll see, though. We'll see.
Also, let's see, since last week we talked, Henry Ruggs got into a horrible accident while helping move, man. And he was really close to dying, man, because he got punctured, right? And I guess the wound was like so close to a major artery, and he could have died. Henry Ruggs.
I heard about that.
So, I mean,
Jesus.
Wish him a speedy recovery. That's a scary thing right there. The rookie for the Las Vegas Raiders, wide receiver.
How fucking I saw that.
Yeah.
And I was thinking, I saw their dad said, yeah, he's gonna be fine, and there's a puncture, but he's gonna be fine. But I'm like, well, it wouldn't have come out. You wouldn't have said anything if it wasn't like dangerous, right? Yeah. I didn't hear about that whole like almost punctured something and he could died, right? I didn't know all that, but that makes a lot of sense because I was like, why would you tell anybody if it wasn't that serious?
Right.
So Jesus Christ.
Man, scary stuff.
Yeah.
No way. No.
What happened?
A $50 donation from Mike Nixon once again. Mike Nixon, $50 donated. Says, prayer to everybody during this difficult time. Hate what this country has become. I don't know why some people can't see the human nature in people and not color. Violence is not the answer.
No.
Wow.
Violence against violence is not the answer, man.
It isn't. It isn't. Violence doesn't solve anything, especially when you're trying to extinguish hate. Mike, wow, dude.
150.
Thank you so much, Mike Nixon. Let me go grab me another beer, bro.
Yeah.
That's incredible.
Appreciate that. And I do see we have also a $5 donation from Hell Lord here. It says, let me rephrase, as long as the motherfucking Vikings don't make the playoffs this year, Saints are winning the Super Bowl. Shout out to you, Hell Lord. Thank you so much for the donation. And Josh, Hell Lord donated $5 also. Yeah, he was saying let me rephrase this for phrase. As long as the motherfucking Vikings don't make the playoffs this year, Saints are winning the Super Bowl.
Hey, I'll drink to that. Josh, and I'm going to drink to Mike Nixon.
That. Yeah, I'm
going to drink to Mike Nixon. Mm-hmm. Thank you, guys. Appreciate that for the donations. That's incredible.
Appreciate it, man.
Thank you, guys.
Yeah. We appreciate it so much, man. And do we have
Gangrene David and we have Bad Dog in here.
What
Bad Dog
hell is going on in here?
Oh my goodness. Gangrene David and Bad Dog's in here.
Christ.
What's up, guys? Damn, it's good to see you guys.
On right now.
What's up, Bad Dog?
I don't even have a beer to drink. I feel naked right now.
If you guys remember last week's the last live stream that we did.
Yes.
I was talking about Bad Dog. We brought up Bad Dog. We were talking about the video in which he did that I watched. And once again, just appreciate the kind words, Bad Dog. Everything you said in that video was 100% dead on, man. Mm-hmm. Everything. Yeah. It was facts. Anyone who hasn't checked that out, go check that out.
Yeah.
laziness brings nothing. Only hard work does. And, you know,
Facts.
you are one of the hardest working people that we've seen that's out there, and all the work that you've been doing on your channel. I mean, I see that you're even doing Korean baseball live streams, live play-by-play. That's incredible, man.
Yeah.
Keeping yourself busy, that's important. And, you know, we have nothing but respect for you, Bad Dog, and a lot of these guys in this community. You guys are a huge inspiration for us.
Yes.
With the work that you guys do,
We
the
admire
fact that you would even mention us at all, it means a whole lot. It really does to have the respect of your peers. Means the world to us. And thank you so much, man.
And Bad Dog says you guys absolutely inspired me. Well, man, you inspired us too with what you do every day and your hard work, man. It motivates us just as much, and we're so happy to see you being successful right now, and it's just awesome, man. It's just awesome seeing the growth of your channel, bro. We love it.
Yeah, man. Hell yeah.
And Josh, grab that beer again, because Gangrene David says he's 21 today. He's 21 today.
It's your 21st birthday, David.
So shout out to Gangrene David, guys. Show him some love in the chat. Happy birthday to Gangrene David. Happy 21st birthday. Shit, you might not be able to go outside right now and go party it up, but bro, have a drink, man.
21st. It was B-Money's 21st birthday. It's David's 21st birthday. Damn.
Yeah.
That's awesome, dude. Hope you enjoy
all the way around. Yeah. Shout out to you guys.
Bobby with a $5 donation now. Dr. Sean, you guys are the best, my friends. And Sean, can you tell Aria I said hi, please? Tell Aria Bobby says hi.
Bobby says hi.
Tell him.
All right, she's right behind me.
Okay.
Thank you so much, guys, for the donations.
Yeah. If you guys haven't yet, go check out Bad Dog's. Go check out that video. If you haven't subscribed to him, go subscribe to him. Great guy, man. And you know, Bad Dog. Things over here. I know I just saw that you said hopefully we stay safe and everything, and we hope you're doing well and your family's safe as well. But you know, we're doing okay. We're doing okay. We are safe. You know, I just found out last week that I did lose my job. I was furloughed from my work, and you know, and there was things that I had to deal with here, and you know, and we haven't been able to produce a whole lot of content or, you know, make a whole lot of streams. We've been streaming just twice a week for a while now. But you know, gonna have a lot of time now, you know, have a lot of time for myself just to try to better myself. You know, I was talking about it with the guys last week, you know, on a personal level, like health wise, you know, I got to go to Bad Dog Boot Camp. Remember Bad Dog Boot Camp? Got to go Bad Dog Boot Camp. Got to drop some weight, man. I quit smoking, Bad Dog. I quit fast food. I'm still cutting back on the soda, trying to completely cut it out. And, you know, just taking it step by step to try to live a more healthier life. So, you know, I could, you know, be around a lot longer, you know, and, you know, and we're going to be putting a lot more work into the channel here soon. Once Sean makes his move, because he's going to be making a big move here soon. Next week, Sean's moving. So he'll be closer to us now. So yeah. And I'm excited for the future, man. 2020 has sucked so far. It really has for everybody. And, you know, and we're optimistic that the second half of 2020 could be a really good one. And, you know, I'm going to take the rest of the year off. You know, me and my girlfriend, we saved up a whole lot of money. Could afford to take some time off. I'm not gonna think about even going back to work until next year. And who knows? Maybe I don't have to. You know, maybe I don't ever have to get another regular job again. That'd be great. But we'll see how it goes. And I'm excited for the content that we can do for this channel. As we were mentioning last week, you know, there's been a lot of things that, you know, Sean and I over the years have been wanting to do, but just could never do because of my schedule versus Sean's schedule. You know, he works days, I work the overnight shifts, and, you know, and the only time that we had together is the times that we streamed, you know, on Thursdays, Sundays, and Mondays, and then we had a slim window this past year to be able to do the weekly pick 'em, which was just fucking crazy. So
that's
now
we couldn't do
have
any collabs.
exactly. So now we can have the time to do all that stuff, and like we were talking about earlier, you know, you're a huge inspiration for us, man. Bad Dog, Philly 500, you know, Tom Grossi, you know, Engraven Vids, I'll Take Hockey, Circle No TV, Entertainer, all these guys that just put in a whole lot of work into their craft. And that's something that we respect. And just appreciate you being here, man.
Yeah. Seriously. All the support, everybody in here. We love this community so much, and y'all do so much for us. So, yeah.
When you stopped drinking, did you get a bad headache? Michael Saxon here. Well, I cut back on drinking. So like I was saying earlier, dude, I was drinking maybe 6 to 8, maybe even 10 cans of soda a day, you know, which is crazy. I remember I told Nick Howard that, and Nick Howard was just like, what the fuck are you doing?
Yeah.
And I'm just like, I don't know. I don't know. That's just how I was. But now I've cut it to like a few a day, which I know it still isn't really good, but pretty soon, hopefully, it's down to 0. You know?
Big changes are coming, so guys. Big changes are coming, and it's going to take a combined effort. We're going to get this going, though.
Right.
Corrupt said, bro, that kidney stone valley, holy shit. Yeah, drinking that much soda, it could cause kidney stones. Luckily, I don't think Josh has ever experienced that. I heard it's I heard it's very, very painful. So
yeah, it is. It is, you know. What was it about? I was probably like about 23, 24 years old, right? And I remember I gained a lot of fucking weight, right? I went to the doctor and I weighed it was like 240 pounds, something like that, right? And it was the heaviest I had ever been in my life at that point. And I'm thinking, oh my God, this is fucked up, right? I got to make a change. So, you know, I started fucking playing basketball every day. I was working out every fucking day, and I quit fucking drinking soda. And yeah, I had major fucking headaches for a good while because caffeine, it's like a drug. It's like a drug, and your body fiends for it, and it goes through withdrawals pretty heavily. Yeah, it did suck, you know, and you know, and I got down to like 190, you know, that year, and but I'd say the last few years I've just really I've been really letting myself go. Just haven't been playing basketball. Haven't been doing anything. Just nothing but working, coming home, streaming, and then going back to work. You know, pretty much. And now I weigh almost 300 pounds. So this is the heaviest I've ever been in my life. It's not good. It's terrible. And you know, and given my family history, have to make a change. And there's no better time to do it than right now.
Yeah.
Not tomorrow, but right now, because you know, I have no excuse to not do it. Right? I mean,
yeah, exactly.
Now I don't have a job anymore. I have all this time, so I'm gonna do it.
Yeah, and
it's gonna be hard at first, but
just gotta commit to it, man. Just gotta commit. So yeah, definitely, and I'm right there with you, Josh. You know, and it's something that's been weighing on my mind lately. I've been thinking about that same shit. You know, you've known me for a long time, Josh, over 10 years. This is the most I've ever weighed too. So, and the same thing, like just working YouTube, and stuff like that. And the chance I get to relax, I just want to relax sometimes to get my mind off of shit and not do anything. And then, but it's not good. So, definitely got to make changes. So,
and no more of these too.
Yeah. Definitely got to cut back on all that too.
For a while, you know.
Yeah, until we get back on track.
You know, let me lose some weight, and then we get back to the NFL season, and I'll drink, but not as much as before. You know, but yeah, definitely going to be going for walks and stuff like that. But yeah, and what's awesome is that we're surrounded by a whole lot of great people. People in our Discord that we talked with every single day. People, fantastic people who have our backs as we have their backs, and are a great support system. My girlfriend, she's an amazing woman, and she's definitely 100% supportive of me and believes what we could do. So Yeah, I'm very fortunate. Very fortunate.
Yeah.
Bad news, I've dropped 37 pounds. I haven't been this thin since I was 17 years old. Wow.
Jeez.
Running and diets are everything.
Mm-hmm. Cardio and diet is very key. Very key. Hello, 2 for 7 with the $2. I'm back, boys. Sorry, the girlfriend called. No, you're good, bro. You don't have to apologize if your girl calls you. Appreciate the $2. Hi, Lord. Love you, buddy.
We got Mr. Miami 305 in here. Says, "What's up, brothers? Josh and Sean. How y'all doing today? How y'all feeling today? Shout out to the 305 Miami-Dade County in the building. Much love and respect. What's up, Mr. Miami?
What's up,
doing
bro?
okay. How are you?
Up,
and T-Web's in the house, and T-Web wants to see that ceiling, that sexy ass ceiling. I don't know. This has just become just a thing. It's sorry, bad dog. He's like, what the fuck's going on here? People just want to see that ceiling. I don't know. Yeah, there he goes. Look at that. It is pretty sexy. Actually, I'm not gonna lie. There you go. Difference is I was 184 pounds, not 130 like I did when I was 17. So I know you can do it. Says bad. Well, I appreciate that, man.
Yeah.
Appreciate that. Thank you.
Yeah. I don't know what is up with the ceiling thing. It's so weird. But okay. I'm so confused.
We should just take a snapshot of the fucking ceiling and just make that a t-shirt.
Yeah, seriously.
just slap on
that and some blinds, right? Like old school blinds. I wonder how many people remember that shit. But yeah.
I've been sober for about 4 weeks. That's incredible, man. That's incredible.
Who's sober?
That is incredible, Mr. Miami 305.
Oh, nice, dude. Honestly, I don't think I've drinking. I took a couple shots Friday, but I haven't drank beer in probably. I can't remember the last time I had a beer. I think it was during the draft.
Mm-hmm.
No, maybe a little bit after that. I have only one beer in the fridge right now. I haven't. It's just been sitting there for 2 weeks at least.
Michael Jeremy's in here. Says just tuned in. I haven't seen you guys in a while. Seems like I missed something. Yeah, Sean's over there and I'm over here.
Yep.
But he'll be moving this week. He'll be moving and be right down the street from me. So
definitely.
That'd be incredible.
Can't wait. Jesus Christ. Cannot wait.
Isaiah with a $2 donation says, how are my two favorite chuckle fucks doing? Isaiah, shut up.
Did you say chuckle?
Mm-hmm.
What the fuck's this chuckle?
That's his thing.
Okay. He is a 49er fan, so that makes a lot of sense. He is weird.
But thanks, Isaiah.
Yeah, thank you. Weirdo. B Money says, I've been sober for 6 hours. B Money, you're probably not going to be sober for a while. You just turned 21. You're legal enough to drink now out in public. So have fun with it, bro. Have fun with it. Good job, mods. Good job. Isaiah, damn, that's what Isaiah say.
So, Sean.
Yep.
Since this last week, what's been on your mind, man? Dak Prescott. Why hasn't he signed?
Because it's fucking.
Andy Dalton's gonna be the starting quarterback, bro.
Yeah, apparently that's what everybody wants to say to me. No, it's the same old, man. Like I said, the deadline's not until July, right? I think mid-July. There's no reason for either side to give in anytime soon. If anything, a deal's going to get done probably a week before the deadline is, before he has to sign and play under the franchise tag. There's no reason for
That dog wants you to sign him. He just wants you to sign his ass.
That's fine. If he wants us to sign him, he'll kick their
the Giants' ass.
Their ass. Dak's gonna kick their.
I don't know, bro. The Giants.
10 years.
The Giants have been making some moves. I actually like their drafts.
Yeah. They did good.
Past two drafts have been pretty well.
Yeah.
You know, Danny Dimes does look a little bit better than we thought he was going to look. Huh? We thought he was
fix the fumbles though. Yeah,
he is, and I saw a video of the entertainer breaking down how, Daniel Jones can cut down on those fumbles, and I'm sure he will.
Mm-hmm.
And if he does, what's going on, Sean? Then Saquon Barkley.
Yeah, so Saquon
Barkley, he should be that dude this year.
He should
get the carries.
Offensive line not take him out. I'm just saying. Shit.
Offensive line is going to be better. And I've been telling people, in fantasy football, a lot of people have been taking Christian McCaffrey because of last year, right? They've been taking him number one overall in fantasy. And that's 100% fine.
Yep.
But I think Saquon Barkley will be the number one fantasy running back next year. I think he'll be the number one fantasy back considering everything that happened last year. I mean, just think about this guy's fucking potential of when things are more consistent with that offensive line. He's getting the consistent runs. He's getting consistent play calls. This guy, I think, will be the number one fantasy running back next year or this coming up season.
He should. There's no reason he shouldn't be, because he should be the only thing. There's nothing else on that offense that really scares me besides Saquon Barkley. Evan Ingram, yeah, right? But besides that, they don't really have much on the weapon side that scares me anyways. So I'm not saying they don't have weapons, but they just don't have any dominant weapons, So Saquon should be their whole offense. And I think their head coach should focus on, pounding the ball with Saquon. We saw last year the Giants get away from that and pull him out and hardly give him the ball like 2 times in the second half the time. And that's stupid. Now he should be. But I still think Giants are a couple years away. I think at least 1 year away from being contenders.
There have been some mock drafts where I've been taking Saquon Barkley at 3 or 4.
You know what? I've seen that too. And I'm shocked that people let him fall that far, because I see CMC go 1. And then I've seen some people take like Michael Thomas over Saquon and stuff like that, which I would still take Saquon too. Mm-hmm. But, it is what it is. Hey, if it falls to me, Josh, we'll fucking take that shit.
Another guy who could be the number one overall running back could be Dalvin Cook. Dalvin Cook, that's a guy who, if he stays healthy, and he should be getting a lot more work this coming up season. With the loss of Stefon Diggs, you figure Dalvin Cook's going to be factoring in more, especially in the passing game. That's a guy that could be the number one overall fantasy running back, because these running backs, they don't finish, back to back, number one in fantasy year after year. Yeah. It's been a long time since a guy finished back-to-back number one. Christian McCaffrey finished number one last year. This year, if I'm going to say who's going to be that guy, it's going to be Saquon Barkley. And if not him, Dalvin Cook if he's healthy. Yeah. Those two guys, number one, number two.
The only question mark with Dalvin Cook is, we all know it, injuries.
Now,
so that's the only thing.
Zeke, though, based off potential, I take Christian McCaffrey over Zeke. Mm-hmm. I take Saquon Barkley over Zeke. I take Dalvin Cook over Zeke.
But one thing though, I can't.
And I know the health thing. The health. Yes. You're gonna get the health from Zeke. That you're not fully guaranteed, but Dalvin Cook. But I'm talking about based on potential. Dalvin Cook should be better over than Zeke, because now your passing game. Now that you added CeeDee Lamb, I think you guys are gonna be passing a whole lot more now.
We easily could. And, at the end of the day, those other guys, like you said, like based on potential, they are. But at the end of the day, I would still put Zeke in that conversation. I wouldn't be against Zeke going top 4 just based off of you're going in, what numbers he's going to produce. Consistency. Even with last year, people thought that he had a down year, but he still had a top 10 year. Right? So at the same time, like I completely understand. I would take CMC and Saquon over Zeke, hands down.
2,000 Nation from Isaiah says, Sean, take that trash off your head, put on a Dodger hat. Oh my God.
I'm all right.
Thank you, Isaiah. But I see Big Mike. Big Mike says Miles Sanders should be the number one fantasy back. Now here's what I'm hoping. Here's what I'm hoping to do in fantasy this year.
Yeah.
I want a top 5 pick. Mm-hmm. Right?
Yep.
I want a top 5 pick because I want to show that Saquon or Christian McCaffrey, Dalvin Cook, or Zeke. I think someone will probably take Michael Thomas in the top 5 too.
Especially the PPR.
In there. So I want to be definitely in the top 5. Yeah. I'll be feeling even better if I'm in the top 4, right? I take one of those backs. And then on the snake back, I hope to take Miles Sanders in the second. If I could pair Miles Sanders along with the Barkley, a McCaffrey, a Cook, or a Zeke, especially in a PPR league or a half PPR league,
could be good.
I'm gonna crush you. So let's say I draft 4. I draft that 4 spot. I take Dalvin Cook, or I take Zeke. I take Zeke on a snake back. I take Miles Sanders, and then in the 3rd round on a quick snake, I draft a wide receiver 1. I'll take an Adam Thielen at that spot right there in the 3rd round.
Okay.
So that's where I want to be. I want to be drafting in the top 4.
I wouldn't mind being.
I want to get those
5.
guys. I want to target those guys.
If I'm top 5, I'm happy. Like, because I could get a Zeke probably at 5. Because I've seen
Austin
Zeke
Eckler would be
fall
great
at
too.
5 or 6. I've been seeing Zeke fall to 5 or 6, which surprises me in a PPR league. But
Austin
I'm
Eckler, I
okay
would
with
like to. Hilaire, the rookie running back for the Kansas City Chiefs, he's jumped up big time. In the rankings in fantasy. And that's because of Andy Reid and his running backs. They always do well in fantasy, you know. And this dude's got a whole lot of potential, especially with how excited they are to use him in their system. He should get a whole lot of work. I was hoping he would kind of stay where he was for a while, you know, and be able to draft him in like the 4th, 5th round. But that's no longer the case. I've seen him go in the 2nd round now.
3rd round.
He's gone.
I'm taking him like mid to late 3rd round. That's where I'm taking Clyde.
He's not gonna last.
But
by the time we're drafting for real, he's gone by that.
You know what? That's fine. There's still a lot of great value out there. And honestly, talking about rookies, I feel like there's a lot of rookies this season, Josh, that can make a breakout this year in fantasy. Running backs, Jonathan Taylor, Hilaire, obviously receivers too. You know, we could see Henry Ruggs, hopefully that injury, and stuff like that. But I think there's a lot of rookies that can make a difference.
Now, Nick Howard says no love for Henry, Chubb, or Jacobs. No, I do. I'm talking about what I wouldn't want to do. I would want to draft the top 4 and then on the snake back, get a Miles Sanders or an Eckler or even possibly a Hilaire. On the snake back, top 5, dude. On the snake back, Jacobs, Henry, and Jacobs, what do you say? Jacobs, Henry, and Chubb. They're not going to be there. Now, if I'm drafting,
they should be going late first or
if I'm drafting towards the end of the 1st round, I'll take one of those guys. I'll gladly take one of those guys.
Now, real quick, I think we missed this donation from T. Perez. He donated $5. He says, "What the fuck? We living in some crazy time, boys. Will we see football or will we be lost in chaos? Stay safe. Stay safe. Lock and load. Raiders win Super Bowl." Not sure about the last part, but no, it is a crazy time.
We'll see football. We will see football. Absolutely.
Yes,
absolutely. I mean, if we're going to be getting NBA back in July, then we're going to be seeing football. From the very beginning, they've seemed to be completely dead set on doing everything, pretty much on time. You know, we have the draft on time. They didn't delay that at all. And I think we're going to get football right when we're supposed to. So, I think so. And we also have a $20 donation from Mike Nixon. Oh, my God. Another donation from Mike Nixon. Can we do some mocks? You got me in the mood. I'm totally down after the live stream to do some mock drafts. We'll be in the Discord, and we could do that. We could absolutely do that.
Yeah.
And
thank you, Mike. Seriously.
Yeah. So we do it on Sleeper. So if you guys are interested in doing mock drafts, go on our Discord. We could talk while we're doing a mock draft. Make sure you download the Sleeper app because that's where we're doing it. It's the best way to do fantasy football. And once everybody joins in a lobby, I'm going to hit randomize on the draft. So that way, you can practice on where to draft because that's how it's going to be in real life.
Yep. And JB says Eckler should go off now. He's not splitting carries. Yeah, Eckler should be a solid pick. And you got to expect that also with him. He's got Tyrod Taylor there, right?
Mm-hmm.
And he's got a rookie quarterback. So whoever starts, Tyrod Taylor's a check down machine.
Right.
You have a rookie quarterback. If he takes over, they like to check down a lot. They like to run the ball a lot and take the pressure off the quarterback. So either way, he's a win-win situation. So Eckler could be a great solid RB2, hands down in fantasy.
Now here's the thing: tight ends. In a lot of mock drafts lately, I've been taking tight ends pretty early. I usually don't. I usually wait on them. And I just might. It all depends on how a draft goes, the flow of a draft, right?
Yeah.
But lately, more often than not, I'm taking one of those top 5 tight ends. I'm taking a Kelsey. I'm taking a Kittle, Mark Andrews, or maybe even a Zach Ertz. I'm taking one of those guys because they're basically a wide receiver 1 in fantasy. The numbers they put up. It's ridiculous. And the numbers that they put up as opposed to the bottom of the top 10, it's crazy. So I've been doing that more often than not. But one guy I don't know, not necessarily nervous about, but Zach Ertz, because I think Dallas Goedert is going to get so much more work this coming up season. And that dude's a stud, Dallas Goedert.
Yeah. I think they're going to try to get him going because this is the last year they have Zach Ertz, right? I think there was speculation that they might trade Zach Ertz in the offseason.
Yeah.
And they could easily still trade him in before the trade deadline because I don't think they're going to be able to resign him.
So if the value's right and the situation is there, I'm taking a Kelsey Kittle, Mark Andrews, right?
Yeah.
One of those guys, or even a Darren Waller. But if Zach Ertz is left to me, right? If Zach Ertz is left and I'm thinking about taking tight end, I'm thinking maybe if it's Zach Ertz, I just might wait. And I just might wait until, maybe between round 7 through 10 and just pick up a Tyler Higbee from the Rams or pick up a Mike Gesicki from the Miami Dolphins. Because those two guys are incredible. Mike Gesicki, I think people who have been in our mock drafts and have heard us talk, I think they've really been picking up on how much we really like Mike Gesicki from Miami. Dude's been just completely undervalued.
Dude, another guy that a lot of people aren't talking about, which I don't understand why, is Hayden Hearst. He was a backup to Mark Andrews over there in Baltimore, and he got traded to Atlanta. Atlanta just lost Austin Hooper. They needed a tight end. I think he could be a solid tight end for them over there, Hayden Hearst. So if y'all don't take a tight end early, I've been seeing him fall late, even past the 10th round.
Oh, he's gotten undrafted. A lot of mocks,
which dumbfounds me. I would take him as even if you're one of those people like to take a backup.
Yeah, exactly. So
a backup.
If you take Rob Gronkowski, right? Yeah. You go with Rob.
Go Hayden Hearst.
And you could back him up with a Hayden Hearst or Mike Gesicki.
Because we know Gronk is injured.
Or even a TJ Hawkinson. If he's healthy, for a full season, he should get used a lot.
And I'm probably going to go all homer for this, but I think Blake Jarwin could have a fucking pretty solid year.
Blake Jarwin?
I think either he's going to be have great success, or he's just going to be nothing. But I think with we saw when he got a lot of looks last year, Josh, Blake Jarwin, we both saw how talented he was. It was just they, for some reason, felt like they needed to start Jason Witten over him when Witten didn't even produce nearly as good as him. So, I think Blake Jarwin could have a solid year. But he's going undrafted too. So these are guys, if you don't want to take a tight end early or feel like you might need a backup to like a guy like Gronk who gets hurt and had injury concerns, those are guys.
Go skills is I'm avoiding Gronk. I think I've drafted him in a mock maybe twice.
Yeah.
In real life, I don't think I'm taking him either.
Yeah, I wouldn't.
There's just too many mouths to feed. You have Godwin, you have Mike Evans, you have Gronkowski, and you have the tight end as well. So there's a ton of mouths to feed, and I think I'm gonna. I know Tom Brady has that connection with Gronkowski and everything, but I think there's just better options, more consistent options out there. I'd rather have a Gesicki. I'd rather have a Tyler Higbee, than a Gronkowski. I really do. Now, MG says, thank you for your draft strategy, says MG. No, look, MG, you could mock with me 1,000,000 times and you could get to know my strategy. But the thing is, every draft is different. And once we get to the real thing, you could know my strategy and it doesn't even matter. It doesn't matter because there's other people who are drafting. And that's why it's important to do mock drafts. I know some people out there who have said to us in the past, what's the point of mock drafts? It's not real, right? Well, it's real in the sense that it gets you prepared for what to do when crazy shit happens. Because you can have a strategy and it can go to shit really quickly. By round 3, your strategy is out the window. That's why it's important.
Most likely is.
That's why it's important to have tiers. You gotta have your list of running backs, your RB1s, your RB2s, your flexes, your wide receiver 1s and 2s, tight ends, quarterbacks. Have your tiers of guys that you are really high on, and try to do the best you can do. That's why it's important to have rankings and tiers. I do that every single year, and you know what? I love how all my drafts go down every single year. I do great in the drafts, but it's now you're not going to win your league in the draft because you still got to do a whole lot of work throughout the entire season with waiver wires and maybe making trades and selling high and selling low on some of your guys. But You can know my strategy. You can know all the guys that I like and guys that I dislike. It doesn't matter. I'm going to outdraft you when it comes down to the real thing because I'm more prepared for it. I know what I'm doing, MG. And to anybody who's going to join our fantasy football drafts, because we're going to have about 15 fucking leagues, 10 subscriber leagues, and then Sean and I are going to have our money league. And we have some other leagues going on as well with some of the other mods and stuff. And Sean, I'm telling you, I'm taking home at least 12 trophies, if not all 15.
I think that's what you say every year.
Oh, and this year's going to be no different. Nick Howard, I'm coming for that belt. It's coming back. I guarantee you, I will be back in the championship, in the Circle League. The YouTube Content Creators League, I will be back in the I've never not been in the championship game. Every year we've run it, I'm in the championship game. I won it last year, finally. I'm not the Buffalo Bills.
Motherfucker.
I beat you in it, Sean. I'm the fucking champ. I won our money league. I took home $700 fucking dollars. I am ready for next year.
I'm so mad I lost the Content Creators League, man. I had the best team going into the playoffs. My team was on fire.
Me and Nick had some battles last year, right, Sean?
Yeah.
In the Circle League.
Oh, and
now going to be a money league.
Didn't you beat you on 0.4 or something like that?
Yeah, remember we were doing it last stream, and I lost to Nick on like a tackle. Like it came down to like a tackle, right, or something like that.
Yeah, something like that.
It was crazy. It became down between me and Nick in the championship game, and God damn it, he beat me. He beat me by the skin of his teeth. Good job, Nick. But next year, that belt is coming back here to the House of Fury. I will be the championship game, and I will win.
We're gonna see. We're gonna see. I might have something to say about that, but no, Alpha EV. Oh, yeah, go ahead.
No, Isaiah said, Josh, you're gonna do nothing. Isaiah, you're a chump. You're a chump. Isaiah, you're gonna be every single round. You're gonna have a damn new outfit for every round of that draft, and I'm gonna kick your ass. Everyone's gonna kick your ass, Isaiah. You won't even make the playoffs. You're not gonna make the playoffs.
He's still a young boy, Josh. He's still learning. But no, Alpha Evie, I saw him ask earlier, and then I see this also another comment here, and I wanted to bring these up. So he brought up Devontae Parker first, and asking if he's what do we think of him? Is he a receiver 1?
Great. No, he's not a receiver 1.
I think he's our receiver 2. Yeah.
Yeah, Nick Howard said it earlier too. That he said that to him, Devontae Parker is a wide receiver 2. I think he absolutely could be.
He could be a receiver 1.
If he's a wide receiver 2 in the rounds he's being mocked at right now.
Yeah. That's a steal.
You're going to get tremendous value with the wide receivers. So that's why, preferably, in the drafts, whether they're standard or PPR, even in the PPR league, I want to take a running back in the first 2 rounds. We'll see how it goes. You know, I mean, maybe there's some wide receiver that might fall to me that I just can't pass up. But that's what I was saying earlier. I want to draft in the top 4 spots, take a Zeke or McCaffrey or Barkley, and then take an Eckler or maybe even a Mixon or Miles Sanders in the second, and get a wide receiver in the 3rd. I'll wait to the 3rd round to get a wide receiver because I can still get a wide receiver 1 right there in the 3rd round, and there's still going to be plenty more receivers going on, even going up until the round 7 through 10. I can get me a Devontae Parker later on who can be a wide receiver too.
Yeah. But yeah, I want you to realize something, Alfie, about Devontae Parker though. He had a good little run towards the end of the year, right? But if you look before that, it was kind of hit or miss with Devontae Parker. It was like right when he got that contract, all of a sudden he blew up and he started doing great, but he was a little inconsistent. That's why he's still a receiver 2, but he have the potential to be receiver 1? 100%. But you also got to remember he's got a new quarterback over there. So we don't know how he's going to gel. Now I'll say that. Now, also, I see you ask about Allen Lazard. Could be a sleeper this season. Notice Green Bay didn't bring in another receiver, so Lazard could be their receiver 2. Yeah, maybe another year in the system, another opportunity to practice and get familiar with Aaron Rodgers. Lazard showed flashes last year, remember? He did. Now, the offense, I don't know if it was just the offense, the play calling, it was just all Aaron Jones last year with the Packers. Their offense is very inconsistent. Well, it was mainly defense, really, and then Aaron Jones. But Lazard, I think he has the tool set. Let's just see how it progresses this coming up year. Kind of shocking they didn't take a receiver over there in Green Bay, obviously, but, it is what it is. But, yeah, shout out to you, Alfie. Go Skittle. Fitzpatrick could start. Fitzpatrick could start, but you also got to remember, if Tua is fully healthy, I think he's going to play. If Tua is fully healthy and his hip is fully healed by the time the football season starts, I think he's going to outplay Fitzpatrick and win the starting job. I don't see why they wouldn't.
What's up, Jazzy? Just TV's in there.
What's up, Jazzy? How's it going, bro?
What's up, man?
Yeah.
Who's going to be the wide receiver, the better wide receiver fantasy for the Cincinnati Bengals?
For the Bengals?
Is it going to be Tyler Boyd? Is it going to be Tyler Boyd or AJ Green? Who's going to be the better wide receiver in fantasy? So AJ Green coming back, right? Should be healthy. He's got Joe Burrow as his quarterback, not Red Dalton. Do I go with AJ Green or do I go with Tyler Boyd, a guy who was really fucking good last year?
He was.
He was really good with Andy Dalton.
And let's not forget, offense. Josh, they got T. Higgins. Thank you, Chaos.
I got T. Higgins too, yes.
They draft T. Higgins.
T. Higgins, he's good. But it's going to be between Tyler Boyd and AJ Green. Who's going to be the better wide receiver for fantasy?
I would say
kind of
probably
like AJ Green's that guy, but
yeah. I'm going to say Boyd just because I still think AJ Green will demand that respect or that safety over top. Yeah. So I think that will open things up for Tyler Boyd more. But I don't be surprised if AJ Green's got something to prove. You got to remember, this is probably going to be his last year on his contract, right? So I think this is his last year. So he might have something to prove just for his future teams and going forward. So don't ever doubt that.
Mick says, but there was no AJ Green. But here's the thing. Yeah, there was no AJ Green. So he demanded the respect of the secondary. They were focused on Tyler Boyd.
Yep.
You know who couldn't do that? Juju Smith-Schuster. He couldn't do that.
No.
Even though he had a even worse quarterback situation than what Tyler Boyd had. Dalton, he's not a great quarterback, but he's better than what they had in Pittsburgh last year.
But still, your quarterback's trash when his name is Duck.
He was demanding the number one guy on him. Tyler Boyd was.
Yeah.
There was no AJ Green to take away, the focus from him. And he handled it well. He did a great job. Right. So the fact that, you're telling me that but there was no AJ Green. That's why I'm even more impressed with Tyler Boyd.
Yeah.
Because he handled it. He did his thing.
Yeah. And Chaos says Juju's very overrated as number one. Yeah, I wasn't going into last year. I wasn't that sold on Juju.
But hold on though, Sean. But he hasn't really had that true opportunity.
Oh no, I'm not saying that
because of what happened with the quarterback situation. Now that Big Ben is back and he's healthy.
Yeah.
Now this year we get to really see.
Yeah. Oh yeah. No doubt. But you see these other other receivers that are prime time, right? Like these guys that we thought, a lot of people were putting Juju in that elite status already before that last season. And when you're on that level, when you're put on the elite status, it doesn't matter who your fucking quarterback is. You're supposed to go out there and ball, right? Like we were just talking today in the Discord earlier this morning, or around lunch when I was eating lunch and I was talking to everybody, and we brought up the whole Calvin Johnson. Calvin Johnson had 1,300 yards and like 12 or 13 touchdowns the year they went 0-16. I can't even remember the quarterback for the fucking Detroit Lions at that time, right? Because he was probably a bum. He went 0-16. So it's like, see, he was an elite status. He still put up numbers even with a shitty team, Oh,
but that's not fair.
No, I'm not saying. I'm not comparing him. No, I'm not comparing. What I'm saying is that elite players will find a way to still put up numbers. That's what I'm saying. It doesn't matter how bad
but he's not just he's one of the all-time greats, Calvin Johnson.
Yeah.
One of the all-time greats and one of the he's a huge freak athlete. Juju can never be that.
I'm not saying he'll ever be that. I'm not saying he's ever be that. I'm just using that as an example of how an elite player can be. Like I'm saying there's other elite receivers that have put up numbers even with bad quarterbacks or average quarterbacks.
I'll say this. If Juju's going to have if you're guaranteeing me that Juju's going to have Big Ben all year, where I can draft him at right now, I'll take Juju. I'll take Juju as my third wide receiver.
Oh, yeah.
My fourth wide receiver, which is what I've been basically getting him as. And I'm going to love it. And I'm going to love it because especially if he's my third or fourth wide receiver, it's really at a no loss to me. If he has Big Ben all year and Big Ben's throwing him the fucking rock all year long and he still can't fucking do it, then I still don't
Yeah.
lose out because he's just my third or fourth wide receiver. Another guy that I'm looking at, another Steelers wide receiver that I'm looking at is Deontay Johnson. That's a guy who got hurt early last year, right? We didn't really get to see his full potential. That's a guy you could take late in the rounds who could be a great value. He might be the guy in Pittsburgh.
Yeah, he could. He looked a little. I thought James Washington was going to take that next step last year, but it looked like he had flashes, right? James Washington, but it didn't look like it ever clicked for James Washington in that offense. He didn't look like it worked. So maybe it's just not the offense for him, but yeah, Deontay Johnson could be that guy. And I do see we have a $2 donation from Michael Sachs. DK Metcalf, receiver 1. What round would you take Emmanuel? I'm guessing Emmanuel Sanders.
Emmanuel Sanders?
Yeah.
So DK, a wide receiver 1? I don't think he's going to be a wide receiver 1.
He's borderline, though. I think he's borderline.
There'll be some weeks he's probably going to be wide receiver 1, right? But him and Tyler Lockett are going to get a whole lot of looks, right?
Yeah.
And I would not mind having either one of those guys on my team. But if DK is my wide receiver 1, I'm not feeling all that great about my wide receiving core.
Oh, no. I wouldn't take him as my receiver 1.
Right.
I'm just saying I think he should be taken as a receiver 2, but I think he's got that potential to go to that next level. But
there'll be some weeks where he puts up 30 plus points.
There's from what I heard from I saw some reports out of Seattle. They're saying that they've been trying to expand him, and they're going to be utilizing him even more in the offense, trying to take a lot of, because Tyler Lockett already is a monster. We already know Tyler Lockett's one of the best receivers in the game. Very underappreciated, Tyler Lockett, I believe.
Right.
I think me and Josh both agree on that. He's not talked about enough, but DK I think will get his looks, and he can they've apparently been working with him and trying to expand his game. So, but no, Emmanuel
Sanders.
Oh.
Where would I take him? I don't know. I'd probably take him as probably like my 4th or 5th wide receiver.
Yeah,
probably where's he going? Like
honestly, I haven't even drafted him.
I haven't drafted him once.
I haven't drafted him once.
I haven't drafted him one time.
This is the thing about the Saints offense. They've been besides fucking Michael Thomas.
Yeah,
their passing offense isn't like phenomenal, right? They've been kind of dialing it down. Or Drew Brees, look at his stats over the years. He's not playing terrible, but he's not putting up 5,000 yards and 30 touchdowns every year now.
True. Yeah, exactly.
So I don't see the looks there.
I agree with what Gosco just said. He just said he's a late round pick, maybe a waiver wire guy.
Yeah. Oh, 100.
That's what a minor percentage is.
Yeah.
He'll be a guy who he gets drafted, right, in the late rounds.
Yeah.
And probably gets dropped after week 1 or 2, right?
Yeah.
Or somebody else who put up really good numbers, It always
exactly.
happens. He'll be that guy who gets dropped.
But,
and maybe you can pick up on the waiver wire, maybe during a bye week or something like that. He'll be serviceable.
Yeah, that's what I think is going to happen. I think it's like you said, he's going to get dropped. Someone's going to take him. He's going to get dropped after week 1 to week 2. And then all of a sudden he's going to have one solid game. And then another player or some person is going to need him because of an injury. They're going to pick him up. But I don't think he's going to have like a consistent year.
Yeah. B Money says, I think a good sleeper wide receiver would be T. Higgins. I'm biased, but the Bengals wide receivers can't stay healthy. And he's already projected to start over John Middle Glass Ross.
Oh, you also have John Ross? I thought you didn't even know they had him.
Okay. So in a situation, Sean, where AJ Green, he gets hurt again, right?
Yeah.
And it's Tyler Boyd and T. Higgins. Then absolutely.
Oh, yeah.
Absolutely. And T. Higgins, he hasn't been drafted in any mocks that I've been a part of. But
if anything, it's been real late.
It could be potential because it always happens every year, Sean. Every year. There's that fucking waiver wire stud or studs. And if AJ Green goes down, he gets hurt, even if it's not even a major injury, Sean. T. Higgins will be a guy in one of those weeks in the NFL season where he is one of the top waiver wire picks
100%
to go after.
Oh, definitely. And I think out of all these skill players, like regarding running backs and receivers, this has probably been one of the most out of the rookies. I feel like this is one of the years that we can have a lot of rookies producing some damn good numbers this year. Like,
okay, so out of the
running backs and all that. Yeah, go ahead.
Out of those wide receivers, the rookies, who do you like the most? I know who I like.
All right. Name them
I'm
all.
gonna
I'm
go.
trying to think.
I'm gonna go. Here's the guys I like the most. Okay, I like Henry Ruggs from the Raiders. Right.
Yeah.
He should already be getting a ton of targets from the get go. Now, CeeDee Lamb, I love his ability, but he is in an offense where there's a lot of mouths to feed, even amongst the wide receivers, right? So how much work is he really going to get? I have no doubts that the work that he does get, he's going to make the most out of. But I like Henry Ruggs the most out of all the rookie wide receivers because he's going to get so much volume on a consistent basis, I believe. I also like Justin Jefferson for the Minnesota Vikings. He should also be getting a whole ton of work. And I'm kind of curious about Jalen Reagor too, especially if Alshon Jeffrey is hurting, gets hurt at some point.
Gets hurt, yeah. So mine, Henry Ruggs, you already know that one a little makes me nervous because you already know why. Derek Carr, he never throws the ball deep. So Henry Ruggs, if he's going to make plays, it's going to be him catching the ball on screens or slants or catching the ball and making plays after the catch because I don't see Derek Carr throwing the ball down the field at all. He hasn't done it his whole career. So not consistently. So I'm not sold. If Henry Ruggs has a great year, it's going to be him yards after catch. CeeDee Lamb, see that one is so puzzling. It's so tough for me because his production out of the slot last year was very efficient. He played 30% out of the slot, but still had just as many touchdowns from the outside or the inside as he did on the outside. So that showed he took advantage of that. And so I like CeeDee Lamb, but like you said, there's a lot of mouths to feed. So the person that might have the best year might be Justin Jefferson. That might be the safest bet.
I like that. So yeah, my number 1 and 2 guys would be Ruggs and Jefferson, just based off of volume on what we are perceiving right now. Right. Of course, we still got training camp to come along and things like that, and we'll see when the season finally comes. But based off of right now, here, June 1st, I got to go Ruggs and Jefferson. Those are the two wide receivers I'm targeting in a lot of mock drafts that I'm looking at.
And they're like I said, these rookies, all of them could produce some good numbers. We got $4.99 from Jazzy Josh. Jazzy fucking TV. So who's your top 3 quarterbacks, running backs, and receivers for a half-point PPR? He says take out Lamar, McCaffrey, and Thomas. So take out the top guys, pretty much, he's saying.
Take out Lamar Jackson, McCaffrey, and Thomas.
For all those positions, yeah.
Top 3 quarterbacks. Okay, McCaffrey and Thomas. So he didn't say Mahomes.
That's crazy. So obviously Patrick Mahomes. He's going to be the number 1 quarterback.
Here's my top 3.
In my opinion,
fantasy quarterbacks, right? And it could be even with leaving Lamar Jackson in there.
Yeah,
McCaffrey. I mean not McCaffrey. I'm sorry. Mahomes. Kyler Murray. Dak Prescott.
Okay,
those are my top 3 quarterbacks.
I would probably put Mahomes, Dak.
Leaving Lamar Jackson out of it.
I know you're a lot higher on Kyler Murray. I think he could have a solid year. I think he could be top 10. But top 3, I'm kind of leaning.
I mean, he was 9th or 10th last year.
Yeah, he was. It's true. He could, but I think he's gonna jump up.
Adding Hopkins,
5th. He could be 5th. I'm just trying to think of another guy that I'm trying to think of. I've been big on this guy. I know I want to say Tom Brady just because all the weapons, but at the same time, Tom Brady's old, and he's going to be playing a tough conference. I'm gonna go on the people are gonna call me crazy, but I'm gonna say Josh Allen.
Josh Allen definitely top 5 for me. I think he's top 5 for me.
I'm gonna go a little different.
He could be top 3. I mean, he was tremendous last year, so I'm not hating that. And he's definitely top 5 for me, Josh Allen. And I've been taking him a lot in mock drafts.
If I don't get him, I'm going later.
Yeah, if I can't get Murray or Dak, right, then I'm getting Josh Allen, targeting him around 7th round. That's what I've been getting.
All right, so now we got our quarterbacks out of the way, Josh.
Now running backs. Without McCaffrey, who's your top 3 running? Saquon Barkley, Zeke, and Dalvin Cook.
Yeah, there's nothing else to talk about. I think we're sold. We're both on that.
Now, let's get to the wide receivers. Taking out Michael Thomas. Do you still have DeAndre Hopkins as one of the top 3 wide receivers in a whole new offense with Kyler Murray? Can he still be top 3?
Could, yes, but I don't have him at top 3.
Who you have?
I'm going to have Julio, obviously.
Julio for me, too.
Tyreek Hill.
Okay, I agree.
Oh, shit. What about Devontae Adams? I feel like I'm missing a receiver. Hold on a second. I feel like
you're missing maybe possibly Godwin, Mike Evans. One of those guys could be top 3.
You know what? I might go Godwin.
But yeah, I'm going to go Devontae Adams because he's going to get so much fucking volume, so much work from Aaron Rodgers. The dude is an absolute stud. Yeah. I called what his season was going to be last year. I said what it was going to be. It's exactly what it was. I love Devontae Adams. I hate Devontae Adams at the same time, but give me Adams, Hill, and Julio. And you know what? I've been taking Julio even in the late second round. I
can't believe he's falling.
I've been taking him there sometimes. Not all the time, but sometimes. That's crazy.
So crazy to me. I'll probably go Godwin over Adams just because I don't know, but yeah, I can go Devontae Adams too.
We have Kevin Rudge with the $1.99 donation. Thoughts on Jonathan Taylor in fantasy? I'm loving Taylor, bro. And you know what? Ever since we've been talking about Taylor, motherfuckers in the mock drafts have been taking him way too early for my liking.
It's pissing me off.
I love Taylor. Man. Yes. Oh, yeah. I know Josh likes Taylor, so I'm gonna take him 2 rounds early. I'm like, that's what
they do, Josh. They'll see us how we draft. We'll do one mock draft with them, and all of a sudden they're taking all these players way too early.
Same thing with AJ Brown. I love AJ Brown, and I was taking him like when we first started doing mocks. I was taking him 5th, 6th round and shit like that. Yeah. And now people are taking him 3rd round, early 3rd round, right? And that's fine. You don't think I have other guys that I love? Guys that I would take AJ Brown, take Jonathan Taylor, take these Hilaire, take those guys. There's other guys that I love too. All right. But Jonathan Taylor, I love what his potential. Yeah. You know, he's really gonna eat into Marlon Mack's fucking work. He's gonna be the guy eventually. Yeah. Thank you, Kevin.
Thank you, bro. We appreciate it.
Craig's in the house. John.
Craig. Awesome. Thank you, Craig. We're hanging out with this. And Footballer says Mike Evans, Godwin, and Cooper. So you're saying the Bucs are going to have 2 of the top 3 receivers on their team? That's going to be tough because I feel like
so if they have 2 of the top 3 tight ends in fantasy, that would have to mean Brady would be a top 5, top 3 fantasy quarterback.
He would have to be number 1. If they're putting up 1 and 2 numbers, he would have to be number 1, right?
Oh man, Jesus Christ!
But no, now, Footballer, I know everybody's gonna say I'm being biased, but Cooper definitely has the potential to be a top 3 in a PPR half point. Yeah, but
Craig says,
I wouldn't put him there yet.
Craig says won't go Godwin because Gronk will steal throws away. With Brady already having trust in Gronk, Godwin is bound to have a definite drop in passes thrown to him. No, that's going to happen. Yeah, that's going to happen because of all the mouths to feed there. I mean. Mike Evans and Godwin, their numbers are going to dip a little bit from last year. It just makes sense, right?
Yeah.
Especially with Gronk being there. But the number 1 pass catcher from them is going to be Godwin, I think because you got to think about this too, Sean. Who was a red zone guy? It was Mike Evans. Mike Evans was a red zone guy.
Yeah.
That's one thing that he had over Godwin. He was the red zone target for Jameis Winston. Who's going to be the red zone target now? It's not just Mike Evans. It's going to be Gronk.
Yeah. See, this is the thing. Like, though, see all 3 of those guys could be one of the top of their position. So it's really hard to say who's going to be that guy. You can't go wrong taking any of them, honestly. Any of them are going to be great. Mike Evans, Godwin, and Gronk. But it's just whatever you feel best. Godwin is probably going to get more probably yards. Mike Evans might get more touchdowns. But it might balance out. They might get the same amount of points. So we'll see.
Michelle says, Josh, put a hat on. And T-Lo says, hell no, grow that hair out, Josh. See, my girlfriend, she wants me to grow it all the way. She wants me to grow it long, like Thor Seth long.
Are you serious?
Like, she wants me to grow it long.
She wants you to grow it long?
Yeah. I don't know. I was like, no. Remember, I told Nick Howard I was going to grow a fucking, like a mullet with him, but I just, it got too long, and I was like, I can't fucking do it anymore. I can't do it. And now that I don't have a job anymore, I might just shave the motherfucker. I just might shave my head. No bets needed, maybe. Just shave.
Fuck it. Get rid of it. Yeah, that would be fucking crazy.
Josh Blonde Dreads, come on. Roach said, I felt like I'm listening to a fantasy football podcast. I love it. Now, here's the thing. like we said earlier and we said last week, because of the availability of time, that I have, and one of the reasons why I want to take the rest of the year off from a real job is just to put more focus into the channel. And one of those things that's going to come out of it is more fantasy football content. Last year, especially, we and Sean really wanted to do like a couple of shows a week in fantasy. One for, talking about, reviewing like the previous week and going into waiver wires, for that night, like on a Tuesday, and also gearing up, and then have another show gearing up for the next week. Who to start, who to sit, and all those kinds of things. Those are things that we can do now this season. There's no excuse to not have it. So expect a whole lot more fantasy football content coming from us, live streams. We are going to get you prepared better than we've ever been able to for this upcoming fantasy season. And, a lot of people who watch us have played fantasy football for the first time and are now in love with it. Jared Page is one of those guys. Now he's obsessed. I mean, every other 20 minutes he's posting a mock draft league.
My God, yes.
But and mock draft with us, even outside of the streams and outside of the videos. You can join the Discord and you can hang out with us and the other mods, whether we're there or not, and mock draft together and just talk fantasy football and do all that stuff, because it's great. And it's June now, right?
Yeah.
So we're getting closer to where shit gets really serious, Sean, in fantasy.
Oh yeah. And guys, honestly, y'all have no idea all the ideas Josh have been wanting to do over the years with fantasy football, week upon week upon week, and we haven't been able to, like we've already expressed with the scheduling. But you know what? We are so fucking excited for this football season. We both can't wait for the season. The season is going to be exciting enough. And now with us being able to really dive into all the fantasy stuff we want to do, I cannot fucking wait, man. Y'all are going to love it. So make sure y'all tune in. It's going to be awesome.
Thor Seth says, hell yeah, babe. That's what's up. Long hair crew rocks. That's what she wants. She wants me to have that long hair. I'm like, what do you think? I don't know if I can pull that off. I don't know if I can be like Thor Seth and pull it off. Thor Seth could pull it off. I don't think I could pull it off. I look like Eddie Guerrero or something. I don't know.
I'm not sure if I could see you with long hair, Josh. That's going to be weird.
I could pull off the bald look. I used to fucking shave my head all the time. I could pull
I remember.
it. Although when I shave my head, I look really mean, apparently. I look like a GTA character.
You look like you're pissed. I'm not gonna lie. I
look constantly pissed.
I've seen your pictures of your house with your family and with your buzz cuts. And I'm like, God, Josh, you look so mad.
Yeah.
Even when you're smiling, you look like you're fucking pissed.
Yeah. We got a $2 donation from Michael Textier says,
that's true.
Don't believe in the Bucks hype. 8-8 at best. 8-8 at best.
I'm going to say this, Michael Sachs. See, if you go look at the actual numbers, Bucks had a top 10 defense. Only reason they got scored on so much is because the goddamn picks that James Winston threw. So if you cut out those turnovers, which Brady will, I don't think they're going 8-8, and I don't think Josh does. I think they're going to win at least 10 games, in my opinion, no doubt.
B Money says Bucks are going to fail to live up to the hype. I'm not buying it until I see how they click.
Okay. Well, they've already been practicing, apparently. Like, I know they showed one video of them, but apparently Brady's already been working with them for like months.
Zion says young Josh sounds like current PJ. Pretty much. Oh my! You know what? I still have my driver's license from when I was in Indiana, and I gotta find it. I'll show it to you guys. I won't. Well, yeah, I don't mind if I show you the fucking like address and everything because I don't live there anymore. But you should see that. It
be
looks
careful
like
with showing the address, Josh, because if people look up your name, they can link you with that old address. So
I got you, but I'll show you the picture at least, and it looks like a mugshot.
Yeah,
it looks like a mugshot. I'm wearing like a black Dickie black Dickie shirts and got the chain on, bald head.
Oh, a chain too? You're a chain.
Oh yeah, in high school, fuck yeah. I was
man. I didn't know that. I haven't seen that.
It looked like a mugshot, like I was getting booked. Like I was getting booked.
Jesus.
I'm gonna grab me a beer. Luca's in here. Luca.
What's up, Luca? What's up, man? How's it going, man? He says, stay safe out there, guys. Things look wild over there now. Yeah, it's getting pretty crazy, man. Sad times right now, but we're safe. We're safe, luckily, man. Hopefully you're doing good, Luca. Love you, bud. Kyle Kennedy says, would you draft any of these backs? Jordan Howard, David Johnson, Todd Gurley. In the right spot, maybe. Jordan Howard, I'd probably stay away from. I don't know about Jordan Howard's value. But David Johnson, Todd Gurley, definitely in the right situation. So when you talk about these players, you got to know where to draft them, right? The value of drafting them, when and stuff like that. I'll take Todd Gurley as my third running back. This boy's still got talent. Yeah, he's got the arthritis in his knees, but they say he still should be able to play if he takes care of it and maintains it, right? So he could, Connor Burke says, for fantasy, Taylor's overrated. He's going to fumble. He's been playing with Mack and Hines. And lastly, he can't catch out of the backfield. If he's not going to have the number one role, then I don't want him. Connor Burke, but Jonathan Taylor, you got to also remember Marlon Mack has had some injury issues. He was injured a little bit last year. And they want to split their carry. So, yeah, I understand Jonathan Taylor. You don't want him. But we're not saying take him as your number 1, 2, or even third running back. When we say this guy could have potential, he could take him as your 4th or 5th running back and just see if he's going to be good. Like, we're not saying take him as your top back.
Yeah, you feature RB1 or 2, you're in trouble. You didn't draft right. You messed up. Go back.
He should
Reset.
not be your top 3 back. Like, he shouldn't even be your backup. So,
but so glad to see you, Luca. Shout out to Luca Rosano over there, man, doing good work over there. Saw that interview you did. That was fantastic, man. Always appreciate you. Famous Nick says, how do y'all feel about Le'Veon Bell in fantasy? I'm not feeling Le'Veon Bell this year. I want to avoid him. That's what I want to do, because Le'Veon Bell last year was maddening to own. Sean, you've had him. I had him in the money league. Remember that? Oh my God. I was pissed, boy. No, he was maddening because for some reason Adam Gase does not like him and just completely misused him and used him very little and then the offensive line was so much trash last year, and it should be a little bit better, but it's still not going to be all that great. And then they get Frank Gore, and Adam Gase goes out and says, hey, you know how we didn't really use Le'Veon Bell last year to its full potential, even though we gave him that money? I think we should give him less work. He has said he wants to give Le'Veon Bell less work this upcoming season. What's to really love about Le'Veon Bell?
Yep.
Unless he's your fucking third running back, and even then I'm like, ugh, you can't. How do I trust putting him in a fucking lineup? Because he could burn you for less than 10 points in a week.
Oh yeah. I'm staying away from Le'Veon Bell, and we always tell people you don't want to give up on people based off what they've done the previous years. But when the guy that's calling the plays literally says he wants to use them less than he did the year before when he didn't hardly use them, that's got to scare the shit out of you. And plus the Jets O-line, it's a big question mark. They got new players and they shuffled it around, but we don't know what it's going to look like. So
Ghost says Bill is worth taking the risk at his value. Yeah, his value has to be right. He will not be my RB2.
No.
And I'm still kind of like as a flex option. Like I just don't trust him in Adam Gase's offense. That's what it really boils down to. It's not that I don't trust Le'Veon Bell. I don't trust Adam Gase.
Yeah.
Trust Adam Gase.
Exactly.
And Nick Howard.
Oh yeah.
Check this out. One second. Nick Howard. We were talking shit. I love Bell. Fumble made me beat Josh less than 0.1 of a point. Jeez. He hates him in fantasy football, I assume. Yeah.
Oh yeah. No.
What were you saying?
Oh no, I was just reading the donation from Michael Sachs.
Oh.
He donated $2. He says, AK-41, Alvin Kamara, getting slept on, and I love it. # we run the South. No, I don't think he's being slept on. He's still taken into the first round in fantasy.
Or even mid-first round.
Yeah, even mid-first round in some drafts.
Right.
No, he's going to be solid. The only issue
the use of him last year was confusing to me.
Mm-hmm. They took him out.
You took him number 1 overall in our money league.
It bothered me. It really
had to be.
Fucked me whenever they kept taking him out for goal lines. It was just like all of a sudden, who was their backup? Latavius Murray. And they kept on feeding him sometimes. He would be in there for like half the game. And I'm like, what the fuck is going on? And it completely dumbfounded me. So I don't think he's not going to be a good running back. But you got to imagine he might get some touches taken away. So,
yeah. Arturo with the 2 edition. What do you guys think about Rojo? Think about Rojo.
I
don't know what to make of Rojo. What are they going to do with the running back situation?
Yeah.
I'm not loving it. I know he's been taken in the later rounds, and that's fine. And I don't mind having Rojo, but there's something that tells me maybe I should just, there's better value elsewhere, and just take Keyshawn Vaughn. Maybe with the last pick of the draft, or maybe just pick him up in the waiver wire. Something tells me Keyshawn Vaughn might be the guy.
Yeah.
The better running back. And even then, I don't know.
I think I like Rojo. I liked him last year. They didn't utilize him. He had moments. I think he could be solid this year. Brady, we've seen him. If Bruce Arians does what I think he's going to do and pretty much adapt some of the plays that Tom Brady was comfortable with in New England, because Bruce Arians is a smart fucking guy. He should do that.
Right.
Brady loved those screen passes to running backs, and that was key. So with them, they could possibly easily be doing that a lot this year with Rojo. So we'll see how it pans out, though.
Right.
But he's a sleeper. He's definitely a sleeper.
Yeah. You know what, dude?
What?
There's been some mock drafts where I have seen Aaron Rodgers not even get taken.
I am shocked about that. Yeah, I've been seeing him
not even get taken.
I've been seeing him go as like a backup.
Because here's who's getting drafted, especially in a 10-team league.
Yeah.
Lamar Jackson, Patrick Mahomes, Murray, Prescott, Watson, Russell Wilson, Josh Allen, Tom Brady, Matt Ryan, Drew Brees, Carson Wentz, and then Aaron Rodgers, who's right around that 12th spot, right?
Yep.
He's right around that 12th spot. So unless people are taking like multiple people in a mock draft taking multiple quarterbacks, there are some instances where Aaron Rodgers is not even getting drafted.
Yeah.
What do you think about that?
A little shocking, but not surprising. Their offense took a little dip last year, a lot more than people thought. But yeah, so I was a little shocked by that. I was a little shocked, but I don't blame people for staying away. I think there's other quarterbacks that could definitely do better than Aaron Rodgers this year, and they didn't even get him a fucking receiver. So of course I'd stay away.
Absolutely. Damn. Okay. So now I'm looking at the running. Let's see.
Did they ever fix the bye weeks
on Sleeper? No, not yet.
Oh God.
Not yet.
Damn.
Kenyan Drake, his value, his rankings, his Sleeper went up big time.
Yeah.
Big time. And now he's like being projected to be a 2nd or 3rd round pick. Nah,
I wouldn't take him.
I'm not completely hating on Drake, but I'm not gonna take him over a Miles Sanders, a Chris Carson. Even I'm not gonna take him over a Hilaire. I'm not taking him over a Josh Jacobs. I'm not taking him even over Fournette.
He's going to be...
Who's not bad in PPR.
No, I'm going to take... Drake is going to be my 3rd or 4th running back. 3rd or 4th running back, nothing higher than that. But, some people will overvalue him. He had a good little stretch at the end of the year, but you got to remember there's D-Hop, there's Larry, there's Cliff Kingsbury is going to want to throw the ball, and so I think I don't think Drake's going to get that many looks.
I'm looking at some of the rankings right here. And I'm looking at guys who are way down there who can provide tremendous value in your drafts. Cam Akers ranked 27th right now, 27th amongst running backs. He could be the guy over there in Los Angeles. He could be a fantastic value for you. David Montgomery right now ranked 28th. And you know what? I actually love that. I love it. Now, because people have asked me in mock drafts in the Discord, Josh, what do you think about David Montgomery this year? Like, what could he be? I think he could be a RB1, potentially, because right now he's ranked 28th. So that means he's going a lot later than I think he should be. Because, people are asking, so what are they going to do with David Montgomery? What is Matt Nagy going to do? Is he going to actually run the ball? And I say to that, he has no choice to run the ball. He's got no choice. Come on. He's on the hot seat this year. He has to know that. He's on the hot seat. The Chicago Bears, Ryan Pace, he's got to be on the hot seat right now. And one of the things that they got away from that worked 2 years ago was running the ball a little bit more. I mean, they dropped drastically in all facets of the offense. The running game especially. They dropped. Trubisky looked like everything just regressed. Everything regressed. And I think a big part of that is not running the ball. They ran it a lot less last year than they did 2 years ago. And I mean, 2 years ago, the offensive line looked fine, right? Yeah. It looked great. And then Trubisky, he looked really good. He went to the Pro Bowl. And this year, you have to run the ball more. That is the key to everything. This is Chicago. Run the fucking ball and play defense. And I don't think Matt Nagy, I mean, he would have to be one ignorant, ballsy motherfucker to not run the ball. There's no way. He's going to run the ball a whole lot more. David Montgomery's going to get a whole lot more work in the running game, in the passing game. That's why Tariq Cohen is dropping off for me, because he really disappointed me last year, especially with his pass catching ability. I don't know. I just didn't understand what Tariq Cohen was doing last year. Yeah. But David Montgomery's right now ranked 28th amongst running backs. And I think with the right usage, as long as he does run the ball and use him a lot in the play calling, David Montgomery could potentially be an RB1 for you. Definitely an RB2, because even last year with the lack of use and the offensive line just playing like fucking trash, he made so much fucking with the work that he was given. Yeah. I mean, he made great use of it, and he almost got 1,000 yards considering everything. So David Montgomery, I am loving his value right now. I'll take David Montgomery.
Yeah, Montgomery. See, it makes me nervous because you already know how I feel about Matt Nagy. I don't trust that at all.
That's fine. That's fine. Yeah. I see Go Skittle and Chaos say David Montgomery is not a number one. Not a number one. He's not a number one right now. I'm saying he could be. He could put up those RB1 numbers.
He has a talent.
He could be. Oh, fuck yeah. He is.
Yeah,
if you fucking are sitting there, especially with your bias ass fucking Packer cheesehead sitting ass, and you're looking at David Montgomery, and you don't think this guy has the potential to put up RB1 fucking numbers, you're out of your motherfucking mind. This is a guy who, if he gets the goddamn work, he could put up those goddamn numbers. And I understand it completely that some people don't trust Matt Nagy to give him the goddamn work. I get it, because he didn't do it last year, especially drafting for the motherfucker and trading away Jordan Howard. But I see it as, like I said, he's got to be one ballsy son of a bitch if he doesn't do it this year, because the goddamn guy's got to be on the hot seat. If he doesn't run the fucking ball, I will go down there. I will kidnap Matt Nagy myself. I'll put him in the basement, and I'll coach the fucking team myself. David Montgomery needs to fucking work, and the guy has the ability. He has a talent to be an RB1. I'm saying this is a guy who's ranked 28th amongst running backs, and he's going to give you better value than where you're going to draft him at. Fuck it.
But yeah, David Montgomery, though, you could get good value out of him. You could get good value, and he could definitely be an RB2.
Oh, you're fucked.
But he's being taken another RB3 right now. So
you're fucked. You are fucked, Sean, and everybody. Yo, you're fucked. You're
Why
fucked.
am I fucked?
You're fucked. If I fucking drop the top 4 and I get me a goddamn Zeke, and then I get me a Miles Sanders or an Eckler, and I take me a couple wide receivers, and then I get David Montgomery as my RB3, you're fucked. You're fucked.
I don't want to go that far. Go, calm down.
Let me do it. Let me do it. Don't take David Montgomery. Don't take David. Let me take him in the 4th, 5th round. Let me take him. I'll take him in the 5th round. Take him. Let him fall to me. Let him fall to me.
I can't wait for football, guys. I just can't wait, man. It's gonna be so much fun.
Another guy who's getting undervalued. Devin Singletary.
Oh, yeah.
Ranked 22nd.
Wait, did they take
22nd?
No, that was the Lions. Never mind. That was the Lions. Yeah. But no, 100%. Singletary? I don't understand why. I love Singletary.
I don't get it.
Both love Singletary.
This is a guy. If I was Chris Conway, now here's a guy. This is a fucking guy, Devin Singletary, who could be a RB1. Put on RB1 numbers, RB2 for sure. That's a guy who's ranked 22nd right now. Behind Hilaire, behind David Johnson, behind Gurley, behind Le'Veon Bell, behind Leonard Fournette, behind Kenyan Drake, way behind.
Oh, yeah.
David Singletary, who's ranked 22nd, that is criminal.
Yes.
Singletary and David Montgomery, I don't get their value and their ranking right now. I don't get it.
I don't get why, like, honestly, like, we saw how Singletary looked last year with the looks, and they both were underutilized in our opinions, right? They should have been utilized more, but they still put up some decent, some good numbers with the opportunities they had. I think Singletary definitely will have a solid year, especially with, now you have Stefon Diggs, John Brown on the outside. It should open it up for Singletary a little bit, because Stefon Diggs is I know a lot of people, I know Thielen was number one in Minnesota, but Stefon Diggs had one of the best catch percentages last year in the whole NFL. This guy you throw the ball his way, he's going to catch it. So he's a good weapon.
Craig says, damn shame to see the lack of usage of Montgomery and the horrid offensive line last year. Dude was an absolute unit of a running back at Iowa State. He could put up RB1 numbers, but needs help from Mitch and the offensive line. And he needs even more help from Matt Nagy to believe in him, because that's what I got from him. Yeah. Like I felt like he didn't believe in the running game, and he got too smart for his own good, Matt Nagy, last year, and he 100%. Needs to go back to what he was doing just 2 years ago. Because if he does what he's doing 2 years ago, then you're going to see an improvement on the offensive line, which is not. I mean, they played horrid last year. You're right, Craig, but they're not as a talent. They're not horrid, and I think the coaching staff completely failed us because we regressed in everything. I mean, everyone just looked like a completely different person than they were just the year before. And so if Matt Nagy would just run the fucking ball, everything will click.
You know what's funny, Josh, is you saying that actually kind of clicks a little bit. Matt Nagy not trusting David Montgomery or Trubisky. I feel like he didn't trust anybody on his team. And that's the problem that Matt Nagy's got to realize. And maybe he's still trying to figure this shit out. But one thing you'll notice if anybody in here watches, and Josh knows this, there's going to be times where your running back or your quarterback's not doing good, but you got to stick with it. You got to get him out of that funk. And the only way you're going to get him out of that funk is to keep feeding him the ball. You see a running back – I've seen Zeke, and we saw this last year, Josh. Zeke just wasn't looking good, right? He wasn't breaking off those 15, 20-yard runs all the time, right?
Yep.
But then all of a sudden you look at the stats at the end of the game, he's got 125 yards and a touchdown, and that's pretty damn good numbers at the end of the day.
Yep.
And so you keep feeding the ball. Eventually, those numbers keep going up. You wear down the defense and shit like that. And plus, with quarterbacks for Trubisky, if Matt Nagy doesn't give up on him and has faith in him, you got to get him in rhythm. And that's very important itself. So that's honestly, you might have just hit it on the nail. Maybe he's just got to stop losing faith in his players if they're having a bad moment in that game. You got to trust to get them out of that funk.
So. Craig says Nagy will be an offensive coordinator in Jacksonville in 2021 if he doesn't run the damn ball. Man,
maybe.
Shit, you might be 100% right about that. Yeah. I could definitely see that happening.
And Trubisky might follow him.
I could definitely see that happening. So it's all on Nagy. See what he wants to do, Yeah. So humble yourself and know what you have. Know your personnel and what you need to do. Okay? And Nick Howard says Nagy does too much. He's a prime example of the mantra over analysis leads to paralysis. Exactly. He thinks instead of playing to the strengths of the players on the field, the personnel that he has, he thinks his overall, playbook and his system is just gonna just go do that. He's like, just go do what I said. I drew it up. Just go do it. Do it. But here's the thing, Nagy. Your personnel is not going to be able to do what you want to do with some of your fucking plays, especially when you get really fucking cute and you do some of those stupid things that you do, like running the ball on 3rd and short with Cordell Patterson. The fuck? Running it right up the gut with Cordell Patterson on 3rd and short? Are you fucking thick in the head? What are you doing?
Yep.
Know your personnel and use them to the best of their ability. That's what makes a great coach.
Yep. And I that's like I've mentioned before. I hate it when these supposedly offensive gurus say, "Oh, this guy doesn't fit my system." Oh, if you're a great offensive-minded guru, you're going to find a way to make them fit. Don't say a guy can't fit. You should be able to squeeze out every fucking talented player you get. Yeah, it pisses me off.
Yep.
Anyways, yeah.
Exactly, JB. Exactly.
Mhm.
There's a lot of Bears fans here in the SPORTSFURY Nation. A lot of Bears fans here. JB, Josh Jr. A lot of us here who are excited and nervous for the upcoming season. Can't wait. Fucking can't wait, man. Who's going to be our starting quarterback? All that stuff. We're going to be breaking that down here soon for you guys because we're going to be making our season predictions for all these teams, studying all these teams, and just breaking things fucking down. So look out for all that shit, man.
Yeah.
Look out for all that stuff.
What's up, Wilds? GGSP, what's up, bro? He says top 3 teams in the NFC.
Top 3 teams. Okay, hold on 1 second. So my top 3 teams as of right now on June 1st, I'm going to go with going into the season. I'm going to go with the San Francisco 49ers.
Okay.
I'm going to go with I'm going to go with New Orleans Saints.
Okay.
And then I'm going to go with maybe the Dallas Cowboys. Maybe.
Why was that so painful for you to say?
Maybe. Well, again, I mean, your offense is going to be no joke for sure.
Yeah.
What's your defense going to be like?
I'm actually got a lot of faith in our defense.
Because the NFC stacked with some defense.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
You're what?
Huh?
What'd you say? You're what about your defense?
I have faith in our defense.
And that secondary?
And that secondary, yeah. I have faith in it because from the new D coordinator that we had, what's his name? Mike Nolan. He came out and said he wants playmakers. He wants people to go out there and make plays. He doesn't care what position you are. He's going to put the best players out there to get the ball back, and he's going to be there. And already Anthony Brown's come out and said that this year they're going to be doing a lot more disguising looks. Last year they didn't disguise their looks. It was just plain and simple. What you saw, what they were lining up is what they were doing. And that encourages me. Like, we already had a top 5 defense last year without turning over the ball or disguising our defense. Imagine if we could disguise it. We have talent there. Now, I know our secondary, our safeties could be better. Anthony Brown's coming back from a season-ending injury, who was a solid cornerback for us. I think Jordan Lewis could make the potential jump to be our outside guy.
Yeah.
But I have faith that they're just going to be a flying around defense, and that's what I'm hoping for. So we'll see.
We'll see.
But no,
out of the AFC.
Well, my top 3.
Real quick. Yeah, I thought you. Oh, my bad.
I want to put Bucks up there, but I might be with you on the Saints right there, just because we know what the Saints can do. The Bucks are still a question mark. You know, I don't want to put them ahead of the Saints, so I'm probably gonna. Shit. Nah, you know what? I'm gonna go 49ers, Bucks, and Cowboys. I'm going to put the Bucks over the Saints. I'm going to go ballsy.
I couldn't put the Bucks right now, as of right here on June 1st, 2001. I could not put Bucks up right there because I still need to see what this defense is going to be. I still need to study what this defense is going to be. And the offense, we haven't seen it take the field yet. I mean, of course, we're thinking all great things here with Tom Brady under center and not Jameis Winston, but he's an old Tom Brady. And, you know, what's the running game going to be like? And with all those weapons, sure, it looks all fancy and everything, but, you know, it's just coming together. Coming together. So that's why I couldn't do it.
No, I understand. I just think that with them having a top 10 defense last year, as long as if they cut back on the interceptions, they could have been a top team. And I think Tom Brady will cut back on those interceptions. So
Bigger Mike says Saints will take a dip. Why? Why would they take a dip? Are you saying, what am I missing here? They were 33 last year. What am I missing, Bigger Mike?
Yeah.
From the offense and the defense, as good as they fucking are and as good talented as they are. What am I missing here? What did they completely lose that tells me that they're going to take a dip from the New Orleans Saints?
I don't think they'll take a dip. I don't think they have a tougher division now with Tom Brady there, right? But I don't think they're going to take a dip. So, but yeah.
I don't think the Saints regress too much there either, Ghost. I mean, they're a solid fucking team. But now out of the AFC, top 3 right now, of course, Kansas City Chiefs.
Mm-hmm.
Gonna go Baltimore Ravens.
Baltimore.
Easiest schedule in the NFL this upcoming season, and they got better, I think. So Chiefs and Baltimore. Who's that third team? I might say Buffalo Bills might be that third best team. They were 10-6 last year. I think they're a better fucking team going into this year. So it might be the Buffalo Bills.
Mm-hmm.
But there's some other players that play here. But right now, I'll say Chiefs, Ravens, Bills.
I'm actually probably going to be right there with you. I think the AFC is a little bit easier to predict in that regard because the Bills are probably going to be third. Yeah, definitely. I agree. I think we're the same on that one. B Money says Saints won't regress that much. We're 10-6. No, I don't even think that's I wouldn't even consider that a regression. Even if they have a worse record than they had last year, I just think that they have a tougher division now with Tom Brady there. And all the other NFC teams got better too. So it's it's going to be tougher. It's not going to be as easy.
NFC is going to be a dog fight, folks.
It's
going to be a dog fight.
Ooh.
And that's going to make that interesting.
Yeah.
Now in the AFC, I still think it's interesting, you know, because there's a lot of teams here in the AFC that could, upset some people. And, there's really not as of right now, there's not a whole lot that tells us what exactly these teams are. For example, how good is Miami going to be? Pittsburgh, their defense is top notch. They got a great defense, and everything considered, they were 8-8 last year.
Yep.
And with Big Ben coming back, that should do a whole lot better for their offense. And if James Conner, he could stay fully healthy.
Yep.
Pittsburgh Steelers could be a fucking force. Cleveland Browns, I never got off the hype train, even though it went to shit last year. I understand what some of the things that did go to shit. And if you want to hop off the train, that's fine. I'm going to stay on it. I think the Cleveland Browns, they could be, I think they could be a playoff team, and they could be goddamn good themselves. Tennessee Titans, John. They're going
to win the division.
And then the Oakland Raiders, then the Chargers. I think the AFC West could be really interesting. Las Vegas, I'm sorry. Vegas fucking Raiders and the Denver Broncos. I think they're going to be a much better team. They were second in the division last year. 7-9. Raiders are 7-9. Chargers are 5-11. They have a great fucking defense.
Yep.
Let's see what they look like over there on the offensive side. That could be a really good AFC West is probably the most interesting division along with the AFC North.
Yeah.
Those two divisions are going to be really interesting to watch out for.
A lot of these teams are going to be dependent on the progression of quarterbacks like Drew Lock. He looked good towards the end of the year last year, and they fucking overloaded on weapons in the draft. Obviously, they went receiver, just stacking up on receivers over there in Denver. Vegas, obviously, they've been revamping that whole team over the years, so we're gonna see how they look over there.
I mean, don't be surprised.
Yeah,
don't be surprised if the AFC Championship game is Raiders and Browns. Just saying.
You never know.
That'd be Nick Howard's fucking dream.
Nick Howard
right there.
Probably
but
fucking
just saying,
pants. Jesus.
NFC has so many great teams to make it interesting, but AFC is going to be interesting in their own right because there's so many up and coming teams, so much potential in a lot of these teams in the AFC.
We could easily get a surprise team out of nowhere in the AFC that just
last year, the Tennessee Titans. Yeah, we could see that. So that could be the Browns this year. That could be the fucking Broncos this year.
It could be the Dolphins. If Tua look at fucking, we all said Tua was was a great talent. The hip injury is the only reason he probably can go higher. But.
You know who it's not going to be though? It's not going to be the fucking Jaguars. It's not going to be the fucking Jets.
Yeah.
No, they're going to be ass. They're going to be ass.
Yeah.
I don't know. Now, let's see. Rocha says his top NFC is San Francisco, New Orleans, and Dallas. AFC, Baltimore, Kansas City, Buffalo. Those are exactly
mine. Everybody's pretty much.
That was my top three for each. Yeah. Exactly. I feel the same way about my Vikings too, says QC. You feel the same way about what? Potential? No, the NFC North is going to be really interesting. I don't think the Packers are winning the division next year. I don't. I think it's between the Vikings and the Chicago Bears.
Mm-hmm.
I really do.
Yeah.
But $10 donation from Wilds.
Oh, jeez. Wow. Thank you so much. It says, studied all the Saints games in the past 5 years. The biggest weakness is inconsistent play from the secondary, which was improved. Depends on how much the Bucs challenge them. Carolina or Atlanta, not threats. Now, I wouldn't say Atlanta's not a threat. They still have a lot of offensive weapons, right? So I wouldn't say they're not a threat. Atlanta's one of those teams that will just show up one week and then not show up the next week. So it just depends on which Atlanta you get that it's going to be a threat. But yeah, these Bucks can definitely challenge. But yeah, weakness in secondary definitely.
Tyler with a 4.99 donation. Thank you, Wilds. Tyler with a 4.99 donation. Who are the most overrated teams in both conferences going into the season? Most overrated. So right now it's really tough to say because we're still a lot of work to be done here in studying these teams.
Yeah,
and it's only June 1st. But the most overrated teams, I think Houston Texans are an overrated team out of the AFC.
Yeah.
Out of the NFC, for me, I think an overrated team.
The NFC?
I see. To me, I want to say the Rams, but I think most people just get what the Rams are now. Now, some people gave me shit last year talking about the Rams going into the season because I felt like the Rams could be taking going down a little bit, right? Like, oh no, you're crazy, man. 49ers win the division. You're stupid. You don't know anything about football, you fucking idiot. Are you kidding me? Do you know what the Rams got? But still, they finished 9-7 last year. And I think I just don't like the Rams, dude. They're fucking overrated to me.
Yeah.
I don't like the fucking Rams.
You really don't like the Rams.
The Packers are also overrated going into the season, bro.
What did the Rams do to you when you were a child, Josh?
I just don't fucking like them. I don't respect their fucking with the exception of LA Lou and there's some fucking good Rams fans out there, but I just don't like the Rams, man. The Los Angeles Rams. I don't know. Rams and Packers give me them as overrated going into
Jesus Christ.
Fuck them.
Oh my God.
We got a we got a $10 donation, Shani. Wait, no, actually, no. Tell me what your fucking overrated teams are.
Who'd you say in the AFC?
In the AFC, I said the Houston Texans are overrated.
I'm probably right there with you. Honestly, I can't think of a team that's overrated right now. I really can't.
Because it's really tough because it's early.
Yeah.
It's really early.
It's really too early for because the NFC, I feel like so many teams got better. There's so many teams that could take the step. I feel like it's not really an NFC team that is overrated. I think, if anything, it's going to be an NFC team underperformed because a lot of these teams have a lot of good talent.
And I think that could be the Packers.
Oh, yeah, it could. It could because I feel like out of all the teams in the NFC,
yes,
they're the ones that didn't really get better.
Right.
Immediately,
Yeah, exactly.
So they could take a step back.
Mick says Eagles overrated and Bears. No, I don't think the Eagles are overrated. I think they won the division last year.
Yeah.
And that's with all the injuries. The NFC East was just trash last year, right? And I think that's going to be different. True. And I think that division is going to be really good here going forward. The Redskins got a really underrated team. The Giants are doing really good things. The Cowboys got a good team. And the Eagles, they do have a good team. They just got to stay fucking healthy. So I don't think the Eagles are overrated, and I don't think the Chicago Bears are overrated either because they were 8-8 last year. Mick, what are you talking about? They were 8-8 last year. How are they overrated? Everyone knows what their defense is going to be, and everyone's down on the offense, and rightfully so. So I don't see how they're overrated. I don't get that.
If a team's going to be overrated, you got to pick a team that everybody's saying is going to be winning. Not take a shot at you, Josh, but no one, I mean no one, I'm talking about from experts, are really picking the Bears to do shit this year.
And they've all said, most of the sports outlets have said the Chicago Bears had one of the worst off seasons, had one of the worst drafts going into this off season. So I don't know what you're talking about Bears being overrated. No, they're not. They're not on a whole lot of people. They're not on a whole lot of people's radar this year. I mean, they finished third in division last year, and I think a lot of people would say, they're probably going to stay right there, third in the division. Wouldn't be completely shocked if they finished last, according to most people. So Bears being overrated makes no sense to me.
I feel like he's trying to trigger you. That's all.
But
it has to be.
Probably. But we have a $10 donation from your boy Rocha. I love y'all so much. No amount of money can pay y'all back for what you guys have done for me. You guys are like brothers to me. Looking forward to the content we are going to see. Keep going strong, boys. Rocha,
we appreciate that.
Thank you so much. You give me a too sweet. Don't leave me hanging. Don't be an asshole. Thank you.
There's one thing, though. He says no amount of money can pay us back. No, $1 million would pay us back.
Yeah.
Or we can round it up to 10.
At least $1 million. Thank you, Rocha. That means a lot. Love you, man. Love you. Even though sometimes, I just, and I don't think you even realize some of the things that you fucking do that just makes me want to fucking just give you a fucking good lump on the head.
Just stock him out, Josh.
Yeah. Stock him out. But that's who you are. You're fucking Rocha. You're a Rocha, But I love you, man. Appreciate you.
Rochita.
Thank you so much for the $10 donation. Holy shit, $10.
Thank you, buddy.
Incredible. Thank you.
And we got another $10, Josh, from Arturo. He says, what about us? I know you're not high on Rivers, but I feel in this offense and having a great O-line and adding Pittman, he would do well. And I feel our D will be way better with addition of Buckner.
So the Indianapolis Colts, they will be fighting for that top spot in the AFC South. I think they're the only team in the AFC South that could fight for that top spot along with the Tennessee Titans. You're right. The defense, you guys have a really good defense. That front seven is fantastic. Your offensive line, I think, is probably the best, most physical offensive line in the NFL. Sorry, Sean, but I mean, they are just maulers.
No. I don't. I'm not disagreeing.
Yeah, they're man, they are some beasts over there. And I cannot wait, Sean. I cannot wait, Arturo, for Colts and Bears, because that D line, that front seven, going up against that fucking offensive line, dude, that is going to be the war of the trenches in 2020 NFL season. And I cannot wait for that, Arturo.
Yeah.
But the Indianapolis Colts, that's where I'm at with the Colts. I feel that you're right about what you guys do have, but I think the Colts are the only team in the AFC South that can contend with the Tennessee Titans. I think Texans are overrated. I think Jacksonville Jaguars are a basement team. They have no right to be fucking to be talked about much this coming up season. But here's the thing though, Sean and Arturo. I've been seeing way too many Colts fans on Twitter, and I've never seen this before. But Colts fans on Twitter, I'm getting really fucking, out of line here. Talking about how they're going to win 13 to 16 games this year, and they really believe this shit.
Oh, yeah, they do.
They think their team is fucking elite. Now, I love what you guys got over there, but you're not there yet, especially because of the quarterback position. So I'm not going to say you guys are going to win 13 or 16 games. I don't believe that. But I do think you're the only team in the AFC South that can contend with the Tennessee Titans, and I wouldn't be surprised if you did win it.
I'll say this. And this is the thing, and I understand what people are saying. Well, with that time behind that offensive line, Phillip Rivers, he's going to do great. Okay, let me go back to last season. Me and Josh, we were always big on the Chargers. Pretty much almost every year, we knew the potential they had. Keenan Allen, Melvin Gordon, Hunter Henry. All these fucking weapons on offense, right? And I remember watching last year, and Joshua remembers this too. We would sit there and watch Phillip Rivers drop back. He would have over 5 seconds to throw the ball. You know what he'd do? Underthrow his goddamn receivers. That O-line did not do that shit. His O-line did not force him to do that shit. Father Time is starting to catch up to Phillip Rivers. That's why I don't like Phillip Rivers. It's not because just how bad. Yeah, he played bad last year. But when I tuned in, when it was crunch time, when he had to make that drive, I remember I saw him underthrow or overthrow 3 straight times, one time being a 4th down, and he lost the game because of that. I just don't know how he's going to look. And I do like Michael Pittman. Y'all probably saw me say that I thought the Packers should have taken him. Great fucking player. And obviously T.Y. Hill. But I'm just not sold on Phillip Rivers. I think Father Time's caught up to him. I really do. He just had so many inaccurate throws last year. Just looked so god-awful. So that's why. I just don't see the Colts. I think the Colts can compete. Buckner is definitely going to be an addition. But I don't think Phillip Rivers is going to be able to go out there and win you a game. I think it's going to – they better run the fucking ball. They better give that ball to fucking Marlon Mack and Jonathan Taylor and not make fucking Phillip Rivers go out and win you games, because it's not going to happen.
Sean.
Yeah.
Noam is alive.
I see that.
And he's talking shit about that 1v1, bro.
Oh.
Noam, first of all, it's good to see you. Yeah. I mean, holy shit. Wow. What's up, Noam?
Glad to hear you're safe, buddy.
I mean, Sean, we got Thorson and Noam here. That's
I know
crazy.
this is
That's
a
awesome.
special occasion. Then we had Bad Dog, Luca, and Graven, Gangrene David.
What a great night.
Everybody's
What a great night.
tonight.
What a Monday Night Fury.
Yeah.
But Noam, just stop it. Stop it. That is the worst take of 2020. And there's been a lot of shitty takes so far this year. But you thinking you can beat either one of us in a 1v1?
It's not gonna happen.
Boy, I will own you in a 1v1. And you know what? You're getting to the point, Noam, where I don't even think I'm going to let you fucking score a single goddamn point. Not a single point. You're getting to the point where not only am I going to beat you, but I might have to embarrass you and just talk so much shit. You watched The Last Dance, Noam? I don't know, because we haven't seen you in like 3 months, and hopefully you're okay. But, you know, did you watch The Last Dance? You saw how Michael Jordan talk shit? Sean, tell him if I'm lying. If I say a single lie, interject in this fucking conversation. But I'm going to talk so much fucking shit to you. Yeah. I am going to own you on the court. I don't think I'm going to let you score a single fucking point, and I'm going to make you feel about that fucking big. I am going to destroy you. Destroy you, Noam. Mentally and physically destroy you on the court.
No, I mean, you're still young, and I'm sorry, buddy. We love you. But you're not going to beat us 1v1. You're not. Neither one of us. See, Josh is a big shit talker, and he's going to lay it on you thick. You know, he's gonna win, and he'll be. And then after his game's over, you're gonna play me, and he's gonna be doing the shit talking for me because I don't really talk a lot of shit when I play. Yeah, it's just not gonna happen. No.
Oh, but anyway, Craig says the Vikings are a little overrated. Loss of Diggs is huge. I don't care what anyone says. Projections are a potential wild card spot, but I don't see that at all in the competitive conference. So he thinks the Vikings are overrated.
Oh, Vikings? See, I thought the Vikings were going to take a huge step back, but me and Josh both, and Josh hates to admit it, but the Vikings had a damn hell of good of a draft, man. They probably had the best draft out of any team out there. The Vikings had the best draft. They literally hit on almost every pick I saw. Mm-hmm. So,
the Press Taylor fan says Josh wants to smoke. I want all the smoke. Mm-hmm. You see that? That's fire. I'm Mr. Love Fury, goddammit. Fire. I breathe fire. And with this fire, there's fucking smoke. So give me all the goddamn smoke. The smoke's all right here. Bring it. Anybody. No one says, nah, I feel bad, man. I've been in the gym a lot. I don't give a shit what you've been doing in the gym. I don't give a damn. Put on 150 fucking pounds of muscle. I don't give a shit. You're not strong enough. You won't be strong enough. Trust me. You can't handle it. I am going to destroy you, Noam.
The funny thing is that you have no idea because you haven't been here in a little bit and everything, but things are about to change for me and Josh. Things are about to change. You'll see.
He has no fucking idea.
Nope.
I'm going to exactly what Ghost Kill just said. Ghost says I'll post you up. You can post me up? Oh, shit. Shit. No one can post me up. No one can post me up. I think the only two people in the entire community who could be strong enough to go body to body with me in the post would be Philly 500 and Bad Dog. That's about it.
Yep.
That's about it. You have no idea what's coming to you, Noam. No clue. You ain't strong enough. You ain't strong enough. And you ain't quick. And you're not quick enough. You just can't do it. I'm going to destroy you.
It's be hilarious, man.
I'm going to destroy you.
These kids don't even know, Josh. These kids don't even know. It's kind of cute that they think that they're gonna be able to hang with us.
I think the only person in the among our mods and everybody who watches who has a shot at maybe beating me on one-on-one, it would probably be Nick. But I talk a lot of shit. I'm not gonna continue to talk shit. But I hope I get to play each and every single one of you guys. Isaiah, just stop. Just stop, okay? Knock it off. Some people say you look like me. You look like a younger version of me, but you're nothing. You're
Wait, who?
nothing like Mr. Love Fear.
Who?
Isaiah. They say he looks like a younger version of me.
No.
You're nothing like me.
No, not at
You
all.
can't handle this.
Not
I
at all.
got too much fire for you, boy.
He doesn't look anything like you. What are they talking about? Nothing. What?
Nick says I have a shot. You have no shot. You have no shot. Nick Howard says I know Josh we body me in the post, but I could definitely swat his shit a few times. If you swat it once for me, I'm gonna hook shot on you, and you can't guard that. You're not gonna. If you fucking you'd have to be Wilt Chamberlain to block a fucking hook shot from me. So if you were to block, and I'm not saying you couldn't, but if you were to block like a jump shot from me, then in the post, then I'm just gonna have to either fucking hook shot on you or fade away. Yeah. I got that Dirk fade away, and if you could block one of those shots, I'm gonna just shake your hand right there because it hasn't happened yet.
Footballer 503, $5 donation. It's shameful to keep continuing supporting a terrible franchise like Houston. Still can't get over divisional round. Still don't get why Bill isn't fired. Bill isn't fired because they don't have a GM to fire him. He is a GM. But yeah, thank you for the donation.
Appreciate that, man. Thank you so much. Yeah. But I think Nick Howard might be the only one among them all, Sean, that has a legit shot at beating me. But we'll see. He's a shooter. I like that. I really like that. I like that so much because I can shoot too. Mm-hmm. I got all around gang. So let's do it. Let's do it. I can't wait. And one day we will meet Nick Howard, and that's going to happen. That's going to be the epic showdown right there.
Oh, I can't wait.
Right there.
I can't.
I cannot wait. But Rocha says, don't mess with Josh's hook shot. And Rocha can tell you firsthand. Rocha, Eddie, and PJ can tell you firsthand.
Dude,
I'm a big, strong motherfucker who is way faster than you think I am. Way faster than you think I am. And quicker. So be ready for that.
Oh, I can't wait. I still think to this day no one's going to be able to beat me and you a 2v2 match ever. Josh got the shot. I could drive. Josh can drive. I could pass. You can ask Eddie and King on that.
Y'all
have no idea. I have the vision like Chris Paul. Let's go.
Exactly.
That's why I wear his shoes.
Sean, yesterday, some of the little kids in the Discord were talking about this guy named Flight Reacts. I don't know who the fuck this guy is. Flight Reacts. Apparently, he's supposed to be a good basketball player in the month of June. I don't know. Me and QC were completely lost. We were so fucking lost about what the hell we were talking about. But I'd fuck his ass up too. Any YouTuber.
Okay.
Unless they were an NBA player who turned to YouTube. I'm whooping his ass too. I'm whooping his ass too.
We're talking about any amateur, okay? Any amateur. Flight Dad Goat. Oh, I don't know what the fuck that is.
Fuck that, dude.
Yeah, no, it's not gonna happen.
I hope y'all are joking. Says wows. About what?
Oh, no one thinks he could beat me and you with Rocha as his teammate. I'm the Bradley Beal of pickup. You are the Bradley Beal of nothing. Like, what are you talking about, kid? You're going to beat me and Josh with Rocha as your teammate.
Josh got the stamina, though? Oh, do I have stamina or no, Sean? Do I have stamina?
Oh, yeah. And that's the thing you got to understand. Josh has the stamina. And you know why?
Because we'll die on that court.
He's competitive, just like I am. When we get on the court, we're both fucking competitive. And you're not gonna. No.
Do I have stamina? Do you know how many fucking times people look at me and they go, "I'm gonna guard that guy. I'm gonna guard that guy." 3 possessions in, somebody guard this guy. God damn it, he doesn't stop fucking moving. He doesn't stop, and he's really aggressive. No, I got that fucking stamina. And fuck that guy, Flight. KSLs, Flight team, shut the fuck up. Flight team stand, shut up. Tell that bitch, tell that bum, I'd whoop his ass.
We'll make that Flight team guy
that ass. At 300 fucking pounds, haven't played basketball since we were in San Francisco, and years before that, I'd kick his ass. I don't need no fucking build up. Apparently, he's been building up to the month of June. Fuck him and fuck all that shit. I don't need all that. I'd beat him right here, right now. I'd put on my fucking work boots and go out there and whoop his ass. Fuck him.
Oh, yeah. I can't wait to prove all these little kids wrong. It's funny.
Noam says, I can't wait to break your ankles.
No one's going to try to cross over, and we're going to just take his cookies every single time.
Oh, you're going to be – don't tell me you're one of those, Noam. One of those guys who has to dribble for 20 fucking minutes. I'm just going to stand there and go, shut the fuck up. Just shoot.
He's going to be
I'll give you the shot. I'll give you the shot. All right? Take the shot.
He's going to try to get all fancy, bro. He's going to be going behind his back for like 5 minutes, and then he's going to try to make one move, and we're going to steal it from him. And he's going to, whoa. Yeah, fuck out of here.
Take the shot. Those guys who – I see that a lot more these days. People who want to just dribble for 20 fucking minutes between the legs. I'm like, shut the fuck up with all that bullshit, you know? Yep. And everybody wants it to be a three-point shot. Everybody wants to shoot from beyond the arc. Oh, yeah. I'm like, you want to shoot beyond the arc constantly? Especially if we end up playing in an outdoor court? Be my guest. I'm winning that all day long.
Oh, yeah. Ain't going to happen, guys.
I'm winning that all day long.
And Wild says, I'm too fast for y'all. I'll drive by it all. No, you won't drive by.
You know these guys who said the same thing? I'm too fast for y'all. Don't matter. Don't matter.
Not gonna happen.
Ooh, let's see. Give me a shot. You will trust me. My shot's too good.
You know how many times we've heard that shit though? That's the funny thing is, and what's funny is he's from New York, right? We've heard that same kind of talk from other people from New York. We ball with them.
The New Yorkers are hilarious.
And we whoop their fucking ass. Like, we from New York. We gonna whoop that ass. Like, you didn't do shit.
I'll never forget that time I played against a dude from New York. A friend of ours, me and Sean. His name is Drew. He's from New York. And he thought because he's from New York, he thought he was gonna beat me. And I destroyed him. I destroyed him. And I started fucking with him. I the last shot of the game, I just hit like 2 feet from beyond the three. I hit a hook shot. I said, I'm gonna end the game with a hook shot. And I hit it at an angle, 3-point hook shot, beat him. I beat him so fucking bad. And I talked so much shit. His brother, who was watching the game, who's also from New York, he wanted to fight me. He got so butthurt that I kicked his older brother's ass so bad and talked so much shit about the city of New York. He wanted to fight me right there and then. It was hilarious.
It's funny.
But yeah, I mean, a lot of the guys we play ball with from New York, a lot of New York transplants here in this city in which I live in. A lot of New Yorkers. Beat them all.
We beat them. We both beat
all of them. To the point where I'm like, any of you guys from New York gonna ever beat me? Any of you guys? Any of you guys? You got guys from the Bronx. Got guys from Brooklyn. Guys from the fucking Queens. Any of you guys ever gonna beat me?
Dude.
Any of y'all?
Josh, we have Craig. He's bald with both of us. Craig could tell them that these motherfuckers cannot hang with us. You can let them know, Craig, in the chat. And Wild says, I ran a 4.45 40-yard dash. I did too back in high school. I ran a 40-yard dash too. But the thing is, Wilds, you can run a 4.45 40. And I've seen people with that speed, but when you get a basketball in your hand, it's different. It's different dribbling up and down the court. I'll tell you that right now.
How tall am I? I'm 5'10". I am 5'10". My form's a bit awkward, but it always goes in though. Oh, okay.
Oh man, you better have some good. If you have bad form and you're gonna leave that ball out there, you're gonna swat it every time, bro.
Okay. He's got that awkward form. I've seen that so many times. Okay. That awkward form shot that goes in all the time because he shoots around by himself. You know?
Yeah.
And like 2 or 3 of his shots out of like 10 in a pickup game goes in.
Oh yeah.
It always goes in.
It always goes in when I'm just shooting by myself, but when I got a person in my face, it's awful. Mm-hmm. Oh wow! He said the same thing. Oh, I didn't read it all. My fault.
Philly Fanatic says 5'10". He's laughing. Laugh. I've had that my whole life. Mm-hmm. Whether it was in Chicago, whether it was in Indiana, I'd play motherfuckers for money. I'm talking about motherfuckers who take ball for real. Mm-hmm. You know, they're out there day after day. Like that's what they do. You remember that movie White Men Can't Jump?
Yep.
Where they would play for money and they'd be out there every fucking day, and that was their hustle. That's how they made most of their money for the week, how they pay rent and shit. Mm-hmm. Those kind of motherfuckers. And people look at me, they see my side, and they they laugh. That's fine. I've had that my whole life. That's perfectly fine. Get me on the court with you. That's all I gotta say. Get me on the court with you.
What? And there's Craig's his confession. Sean and Josh are pretty good. I'm not gonna lie. I've seen them make many of dudes look foolish. What do you know? And that's a guy that we don't feed that lives in our garage. So he's telling the truth.
Mm-hmm.
There's no reason why.
Exactly. You want to talk about height that matters? Tell me how much it would matter with Craig. Who's
Craig,
like what?
Craig is
He's a giant.
He's almost
he's
7
a
foot.
Giant.
Isn't he like? How tall are you, Craig? Like 6'6"?
He's 6'5", 6'6", something like that.
I don't know. He's at least 6'5" at the minimum, and we both scored on him before.
Right.
Yeah. I don't matter.
But exactly, Nick. That's the kind of guys we are. We die on the court.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, wait, Mir, what's up, man? What's going on here?
What's up, bro?
Mir. It's 11:04. I'm gonna grab me another beer after this one.
Mm-hmm.
I do want to end the stream with some thoughts on some of the things that are going on right now. So let me finish this beer, and then we're gonna talk about that for a while, and then we'll head out.
Yeah.
Let's see. Woodley is washed now. Woodley, I watched it for the first time this past weekend for fight night, and the dude was a punk. Dude was a fucking sissy. He had no business being a main event of anything.
Mm-hmm.
Anything.
I didn't even watch, but apparently everybody's saying it was bad. Shut the fuck up, Craig. Jesus. Famous Nick wants to know our playstyle. Shooter, defender, passer. I'm a passer.
Everything.
Yeah. I like to pass first. Josh knows that. I prefer to drive and dish, or it doesn't matter. I could do all of them.
I could shoot very, very well. Extremely well.
Mm-hmm.
I have a great hook shot. Fadeaway jumper. I have my fadeaway is like Dirk's fadeaway. Very hard to guard, almost impossible. I like to play in the post. I like to shoot outside. I have a great mid-range. Rebounding. I play good defense.
Yep.
I'm that guy who talks a lot of trash, who's very vocal, especially with my teammates. If I don't see you boxing out, I'm gonna grill you out.
Yep.
So yeah, that's the kind of guy I am on the court.
My number one thing is passing. I love passing. And this is the one thing, like, I hate it when I have – this is what me and Josh always have worked well on the teams, because he moves without the ball. There's so many people nowadays, when you play a pickup basketball game, they don't move without the ball, and it pisses me the fuck off. And they think – and Josh contested, there's so many people that think that I'm not going to pass them the ball. I'm not going to be able to get it in there. But I'm not trying to boost myself up. But even King PJ, if he's in here, or Rocha, there was times that the King was like, oh, I didn't know you were going to be able to get the pass in there. I'm like, well, yeah. You cut, I'm gonna get there. Like I know how to.
When I'm playing if I'm playing a pickup game and I hear a guy say, "I love to pass," it makes me smile.
Yeah, I love it. Like, so many times I would drive and dish, and Josh would always pick me up on his team after I got good at it. When I first started playing with him, I sucked, but once I developed that skill.
So Noam says, guys, unfortunately, I've been in the heart of COVID, and now the riots are starting to get wild. Shit needs to change fast, and we need to escape in sports soon. I'm sick of what's going on here. And Noam, we missed you around here, buddy. We really missed you. And we've been kind of worried about you, like with everything's going on, because you are in New York, and
we know it's getting
that's where the coronavirus has really hit hard in this country, and a lot of things going on over there. So we're glad to know that you're okay, and we're glad to see you here. So love you, man. I always give Josh the credit. There's sometimes dudes play casually on the court and have fun. He steps in and it's all business with him, says Craig. It is, to me, that's one thing that I'm really competitive when in playing sports and stuff like that.
Yep.
Because I want to win. I want to fucking win. Some of you guys know that, whether you play sports or maybe you're competitive in other things. Whatever it is you're competitive in. Some people are really competitive in video games. You want to get that dub, And for me, it's sports. I played baseball.
Yep.
I played basketball. I've even played soccer, and even though I don't like soccer, when I played it, I wanted to win. I wanted to win.
Yeah,
for sure.
depressed Steelers fans. I'm hella better at football, but I gotta play basketball. I will do better. I'm a lot better at football myself. That was my first sport. I didn't really start getting into basketball until I started playing with Josh, like towards my senior year in high school and stuff. And I, like I said, I was trash at it, but I kept playing and I got better.
Yeah, when Sean first came up, some of you guys already know this, but I talked a lot of shit to Sean. A lot.
I deserved it. I sucked.
So did a lot of the guys on the court. That's how we are, and that's how we are here on the Sports Fury, and that's why we don't like it when people get all sensitive and butthurt when people talk shit or whatever, because that's how we are. You know, when Sean first came around, I talked shit to that dude, and so did my friends, because we want to know what kind of person Sean is. Is he going to get offended and get all sensitive and get mad about it? Because if he wasn't going to be one of us. But instead, he talked shit back. And
it motivated me to get better.
I'll never forget that first time me and Sean had an exchange of words, you know, because he had been around a couple of times and stuff like that. And I was playing in a game, and Sean was sitting on the sideline, and because he sucked. And there was this one play where I fucking just jaded in this one guy's face. I mean, he thought he was talking all kind of trash. Like, I'm going to guard you. I'm going to D you up, man. You ain't going to do shit. And I called for the ball, and I fucking just did that. I faded him up. Just jaded on that motherfucker. I'm getting back on defense, and I'm running down the sideline, and Sean's tying his little tiny shoes, and he looks up at me. He goes, "Don't act like you're good, Josh." I said, "That's why you're sitting on the bench, bitch. That's why you're sitting there on the sideline tying your little shoes." And then he said something to me, and I was like, I like this guy. You know, he's not gonna just sit there and get all butthurt about talking shit. You know,
because I'm not gonna lie, I sucked at basketball when I first went up there. I wasn't good. I only played football, you know, and stuff like that. But like when people talk shit to me and when I'm bad at something, I don't get discouraged at all. I'm a person that you talk shit to me, you call me out, because they would call me out, and I would know, because I was never picked up on anybody's team. I'd automatically know. I wouldn't even ask. I'd go straight to the fucking sideline, sit down, grab a water, and start drinking. I know.
And we respected that. And, you know, and I had one of my good friends, you know, at this time I had, you know, two really good friends. I was Sean and Tyler. Well, at that time, when Sean first came around, we weren't that close. So it was just Tyler. Named Tyler. But Tyler was like my best friend at the time. And I remember Tyler getting mad at me. He was like, "Dude, what the fuck, man? I only got picked up like twice tonight," whatever. And I'm sitting there drinking my water, and I played every single fucking game, because even if my team lost, I'm getting picked up immediately. And I just turned and looked at him, and I was like, quit your fucking grind, bitch. If you're fucking that upset about it, get into your fucking car and go fucking home. Don't bitch to me. Even though he was my best friend, I was like, I don't want to hear it. Quit your fucking crying. Get in your car and fucking leave. What are you bitching to me about? You see Sean over there? He's sitting on the sideline. He's been there all night. He sucks. He fucking sucks. And everyone tells him he sucks, but he still shows up every night, and he's waiting for his turn to play, and he's been getting better. So what are you crying about? Shut up. You know? So I don't like people who complain and people who bitch.
Dude, all you can do is get better. And you know what? And Josh can attest to this. I was one of the worst when I first started, but after about maybe 2-3 months, I became one of the best up there.
And then Craig says, Josh ripped my shit to shreds the first time we played ball about my work in the paint. I turned it up right then and made sure I got every damn rebound. When Craig first came out there, I'm looking at this dude. I didn't know him really all that well. You know, I'm friends with Craig through Sean. They knew each other from high school and stuff. So I'm like, look at this motherfucker. Damn, boy. And
he's a tall motherfucker.
And that first time we played, all that size for nothing. I'm there, I'm like, you look at you, motherfucker. Look how fucking tall you are. There's no goddamn way this little motherfucker over here, or even myself, should get a rebound over you. So you got the goddamn rebounds, and you pass the fucking ball.
Oh, yeah, I remember that shit. Oh, yeah. Yeah, that's one thing me and Josh hated. If you were fucking a big man, you would stand on the outside and not even go for a rebound or not crash the board or nothing. Oh, my fucking God. It would piss us off.
QC says, I'm about to get a face tat so I can get picked on more by people. There you go. Get a fucked up one, too.
Yeah, definitely. Bill says, I can out-rebound Craig. Guarantee you.
I don't know. You better go to work because that's a big dude right there.
Like he's
Craig's
a big dude and he's tall as shit.
Craig is a big man. He's a big boy. He's a
So,
big man.
We'll
I
see.
could out rebound Josh. Maybe you can. Maybe we can. You better. I don't know.
Yeah,
I don't know. We'll see.
We're gonna see.
We'll see, Mick.
You know,
We'll see about that.
Y'all have no idea. Me and Josh, we're making a lot of changes in our personal lives. We're gonna be getting healthier, better. We're gonna try to even start playing basketball again on a regular basis. And you know what? Y'all in for a rude awakening because when Rocha and King and all them saw us play basketball, and they even say in the chat that we're pretty good. We're not even a smidge close to what we used to be. So if we get back to what we used to be, y'all are fucked. But, like Josh was saying earlier, like y'all are fucked.
What's up, Amir? How you doing, man? Appreciate you being here.
Yeah.
The sports critic. And Chaos says I'll go 11 on you, and Josh. Chaos.
Okay, buddy.
You live in the metro area. So when you're old enough, come see me on the court. Come see me. You live in the Metroplex. Come see me. I'm dead serious. I out-rebounded my almost 7-foot gym teacher in the 6th grade. Says Ghost. How tall are you, Ghost? That's good, though. That's good, man. Yeah. Do that work. Because a lot of people don't like to do that fundamental shit, man. Yeah. And boxing out is a lost form on the pickup games.
Oh, hands down.
Nick Howard says get a tattoo of Johnny Chimpo. Do you know where that's from?
Wait, what'd you say? I didn't hear you.
So QC says he wants to get a face tat, right? Mm-hmm. And Nick says get one of Johnny Chimpo. Do you know what movie that's from?
Holy fuck. I can't think of any. Nothing's coming to mind.
Josh, where you play at? Here north of Dallas. Yeah. North of Dallas.
I don't know what movie is that from, Josh. It's not ringing any bells.
There you go, Bubba. Bubba Sports Talk, Christopher Goodrich.
Oh, are you serious?
Johnny Chimpo was the
logo
on the weed. Yes. Yep.
That's
exactly,
that's
Jared.
Right.
What's up, Jared?
Dude, I haven't seen that movie in probably over 10 years. Holy shit. Yeah,
Joseph says, I like this energy from you guys. I want to see videos of you guys playing basketball on the channel. You know, that's funny because, Sean and I were talking about this the other day. We're like, man, we should start playing basketball more and get the guys back together and stuff, and start playing ball because, because we want to play ball and we want to get in some better shape, especially myself, right? Mm-hmm. And if we do that, maybe we could put some of that content here on the channel because, back in the day, I at one point I hurt my ankle. Like I really did. I actually did fuck up my ankle.
Yep.
And I remember some of the guys were like, well, what's going to happen now? Because if I didn't go out there, nobody showed up to the courts. Mm-hmm. If I didn't show up, nobody showed up. So
Josh had everybody's number.
Yeah. So everybody was like, so what's going to happen now? Fuck. Yeah. That's what more people were worried about that my fucking ankle. I'm like, God damn, I'm you're hurting, right, guys? So I was like, and I didn't want to miss a night because it was so much fun. Yeah. It was a great group of people, crazy personalities, crazy things always going down. It was like an event, man. It really was.
Oh, we used to have at least like 15 people up there every night.
I didn't want to miss out on anything, It's kind of like in the Discord, with our Discord, shout out to the Discord, by the way. I just don't want everyone to miss out what's going on.
Oh, yeah.
And everything, and the discussions. Because it wasn't just fun playing basketball. It was also fun just having the kind of talks that we did.
And hanging out, yeah.
That was our Discord back in the day. Mm-hmm. So I decided to just start showing up. Even though I wasn't going to play, I started showing up with a camera and just started recording everything. Mm-hmm. Even when my ankle felt better and I actually started playing again, I would have somebody record the games, whoever was sitting on the sideline. And it was so much fun. I would record all the games, and at the end of the month, I would chop everything together. I put the top 10 highlights, top 10 bloopers, and I'd make highlight reels for everybody. And it was so much fun, and it was great content. Everybody loved it. I would hand out DVDs to everybody on the court. It was great.
Oh yeah, I actually showed. I think I showed King, Eddie, and Rocha that when we were out in Cali. One of the highlight reels you made me. So yeah, it was a lot of fun. I remember those times, man. So much fun. Yeah, we can get that shit going again. That'd be awesome.
Yeah. Another beer, and we're gonna get into some serious shit before we end up tonight.
Definitely. Oh no, guys, it's cool. It's cool. Y'all don't have to time them out. Remember, guys, we don't time out for shit talking. Y'all are fine. No need to do that. No need to do all that, guys. Uh, Isaiah, I'm telling you right now, bro. You don't have a chance. Depressed Steelers fans, Sean, could you still play football? Yeah, I can still. Now, my only thing that's hindering me right now is my knee. Right, I hurt my knee a few years ago when I was still out in Austin. I fucked up my knee, and then I didn't do any favors for my knee because I kept playing on it. I even bought a knee brace, and I kept playing on it. And when I was playing on an indoor soccer team, because I was just too damn competitive, and it would fucking swell up after every game. It was hurting like a bitch. But I had we won the championship, so I guess it was worth it, but not really. But right now I got to get my knee better and stronger, and that's going to be me losing some weight and working out again, and I'll get my knee back. But that's the only thing that's hindering me a lot right now with sports. But me getting out there and working out and losing weight and strengthening this knee is going to be the best thing to do. So, yeah.
Got $2 donation here from Arturo. Says Floyd Mayweather will pay for George Floyd funeral. Did you ever read that?
No, I hadn't read that just yet, but I
saw that.
I heard about that, but then I heard that he didn't want to talk about it. But his CEO of his company or something like that said he was going to do it. So yeah.
Age isn't just a number to you. Is this chaos for bat? No. Yeah. Eddie says chaos at your current age. Josh will go to jail for abusing a minor. Exactly. All right. So. All right, so let's get into this, okay?
Yeah.
I wanted to wait towards the end of the stream to talk about this, because it's some serious shit, man, and we can't go, without saying what we think, because we can't pretend the things that are happening in the world right now isn't happening, okay? Mm-hmm. Now, since the last time we streamed, some crazy shit went on. In last week's stream, Monday Night Fury, I talked about some of the things that were going on at that time, and with me losing my job and everything, and I was feeling optimistic for the rest of 2020. And I said, things can't get worse, can they? And unfortunately, they did.
Yeah.
George Floyd, he was arrested by the police out there in Minneapolis, Minnesota.
Yep.
And an officer put his knee in the back of his neck and for like 9 minutes, and he died. And watching that was hard to watch. It really was. That was murder. Everyone says so. No one can deny it. No one, unless you're a fucking troll, unless you're just, I don't know, just an idiot. I don't know. But no one can deny watching that video. That was murder. Everyone from just us regular Joe Schmoes all the way up to the president, Donald Trump, couldn't deny it. That was murder. Yeah. And now, I understand that there are some people who did not want us to talk about this, who did not want me to talk about this here tonight, because they don't like hearing about some of the negativity, some of the bad things that are going on in the real world, or even going a little political and things like that. And I understand that. I get where that mindset comes from. Yeah. It's an ugly world out there. There are a lot of people more and more who don't want to watch the news. They don't watch the TV. They don't follow social media because they don't want to get all caught up with that stuff, because it's every day, especially this year in 2020. It's like every day when you wake up and you go on social media, you turn on the news, it's something else that's happening. That's crazy. And it's ugly. It's really ugly. Life is ugly, right? And I get that some people don't want to tune into that, and they don't want to hear about it. They want to pretend like it doesn't happen. I get it, but that's not me. That's just not me. Yeah. I watch the news every day. I follow the events that are happening every day, things that are happening in the world in which we live in, and I want to know why it's happening. I see every every side of it and everything. I try to, that's how I am. I'm not going to be like that guy in the Matrix. Remember the Matrix, Sean? The first one. Remember that guy, and the bald-headed dude who turned in Morpheus, to the
Cypher.
agents, Cypher, to Agent Smith. Why did he do that? Because he wanted to go back into the Matrix. He wanted to get hooked back up to the machine, and he wanted to pretend like the real world doesn't exist, right? And he even said it, I don't know why I didn't take the blue pill. Ignorance is bliss for him.
Yeah.
And that exists for some people today. They don't want to know the ugly reality of the world. But again, that's just not me, right? And all last week, since our last live stream, we've been talking about this in the Discord. I've heard everybody's opinions on it. I've heard Sean's take on it. I've heard everyone's take on it. I've been just listening to everybody. And I believe everybody has the right to speak their mind on the things that are happening right now. And we don't mind if people want to talk about it in our Discord. That's fine. What we do mind, what we do want is everyone to respect each other's opinions, to respect each other's takes. If you can't respect someone's opinion, then you don't respect people. Because everyone is from a different walk of life, and you have to respect what they have to say.
Yep.
And even if you're talking to somebody in our Discord or in our YouTube chat or whatever, and you don't like them and you don't respect their opinion, that's fine. But you will respect our platform. You will respect our Discord, and you will show respect. It's fine to talk about these kind of things, these sensitive things. And we know it's sensitive, right?
Yeah.
And it could be hard to talk about. But respect what other people have to say, and don't go over the line with it. Don't get toxic. Don't go start jumping down each other's throats. It's fine to have a debate, but don't go over the line. And you guys should know enough by now with us what that line is.
Yeah.
Right?
It all boils down to respect.
Yes.
Simple as that.
Exactly. So we don't mind if people want to talk about it. Just don't cross that line.
Yep.
Even if you don't like what someone has to say, you will respect our Discord. That you will. Or you will have to talk with us.
Yeah, you won't like what we'll have to say.
But like I said, this past week I've done nothing but listening to all you guys, and I've heard a lot of different takes and different opinions, and I respect them. I do, I've had some people even go so far as to apologize to me about, just how worked up they got and just and their opinion. And you don't have to apologize to me. That's fine. I can hear it, even if I might disagree with you. That's okay. That's perfectly fine. Okay.
Yep.
Now, here's my take on everything, because I haven't given my take on it in Discord. I've been doing nothing but listening. So I absolutely feel that that cop murdered him. Yeah, absolutely. Just like everybody else. He murdered George Floyd.
He did.
But the way I see it, Sean, that officer who killed George Floyd, he was the villain, right? In the scenario.
Yeah.
But to me, the bigger problem are those other officers that were right there.
Oh, 100%.
Who didn't do anything.
100%.
They did nothing. And that is the bigger overall problem. And it's not just with the police brutality. It's just overall corruption in general, whether it's within our police force, whether it's in our government, whether it's military or corporations at your job, whatever. There's always going to be that piece of shit who does something fucked up. But those who watch and do nothing, who don't do anything, don't say nothing, those people I feel are the bigger issue, because those people are the ones who continue this going on and allow it to happen. Yeah. We're in 2020, Sean, and this shit should never happen. And that's because we have a terrible problem in this country, especially with letting it continue. And again, it doesn't just pertain to just police brutality, but in anything. When people who see fucked up things happening and they don't say a word about it.
When you do that, when those people do that, Josh, they're empowering these people they're empowering those officers, or not even just officers, people in general. It can't even be a cop. If you're walking down the road and you see someone fucking hitting a woman, are you just not going to keep walking by? No, you're going to say something, right? Do what's right and stand up for what's right, right? And you not doing something, allowing it to happen, is encouraging them and making them think they can get away with that shit. And they can keep doing that shit.
Now, eventually that cop did get arrested, right?
Yeah.
He got arrested. He got charged for third-degree murder. Good.
Yeah.
Good. His wife even divorced him, right?
Yeah.
But still, in that moment, those other cops should have done something. You know, Sean, just this morning, I was watching a video of a cop arresting a rioter, actually. Rioter. Arresting a rioter.
Things.
And he put his knee in the back of his neck, just like what happened to George Floyd. And there was another officer right there. You know what he did, Sean? He took that officer's knee and he shoved it the fuck off of that guy.
Good.
That's what we need. Yeah. That's exactly what should happen.
Yeah.
There was no excuse for those other officers to let that happen.
Nope.
And that piece of shit who fucking killed George Floyd, who got charged with third-degree murder, he'll fucking get his. We all want to see it. Justice needs to fucking happen.
Yeah.
Now,
it's a simple fact.
Now, Sean.
Yeah.
In the 2 days after that happened, that video released and he died, George Floyd.
Yeah.
There were some peaceful protests that happened all across the country, especially in Minneapolis and Minnesota.
Yep.
But after a couple of days, something else happened. We started seeing riots happening and violence.
Yeah.
You know, and that was really disturbing to see. That was really disturbing.
It was mind-blowing to see.
I mean, just tremendous violence happening not just in Minnesota, but all across the country, including here in Dallas. Riots happening, people looting fucking businesses and destroying them. I am absolutely all for protesting peacefully. I am not for rioting and destroying a community, destroying businesses. Now, some people will say that, well, it's just a building. They can rebuild. Can they? Can some of these? Some of these places were big time corporations, Sean. You know, franchise. But a lot of them were small businesses from small business owners. Some of them people of color, African Americans, who own these small businesses, and their livelihoods were ruined by these rioters. By these people who just wanted to destroy and see the world fucking burn. These anarchists. Yeah. Some of these people are not coming back from this. They can't come back from this. And it's not as simple as, oh, well, you know what? An insurance check will cover everything and they'll be fine. No. Some of these people who put everything, these small businesses, Sean, and you had a father who put himself into a small business, right? A restaurant. Yeah. People who put themselves into a small business, they put a lot, if not everything they have into these businesses. That is their livelihood, to put bread and fucking food on the tables for their family, a roof over their family. And now that is gone. That is taken away from them because of the violence, because of the fucking because of the rioters and shit like that, you know? And it's fucking terrible and it's disturbing to see. And, you know, and people have been quoting Martin Luther King all fucking over social media. And, you know, and you can tell like people are like politicizing this shit and whatever. And everyone has their own little quotes and stuff like that, you know, and you have the left saying these certain quotes from Martin Luther King and you have the right saying these certain quotes from Martin Luther King. But here's the thing about Martin Luther King. All right. If Martin Luther King understood this, because this happened back in his day too. All right. This right here isn't anything fucking new. None of this. Peaceful protests or riots. None of this shit is new. And Martin Luther King, he wanted to approach everything on a peaceful level, right? He didn't want to turn anything violent. Nothing. Because riots and violence is not the fucking answer, right?
It takes away from the point.
Yes, exactly. And he says that riots are self-defeating because no one wins in that scenario. The people who are fighting and doing the rioting for a certain cause, the cause now it gets overshadowed by the violence. Yes. That's what everyone wants to talk about now. And those people who you're trying to send that message to, now they're even drifting further apart because they see the violence now. And they don't, and now maybe some of them are even saying, fuck your cause. I don't give a shit about how this all started. I don't even hear fuck them because I saw what you're doing, especially those who are personally affected, and they drift further away from what first initiated everything. And then you have the local communities, you have the local businesses who are suffering from this. Some of these people who lost everything and will never fucking get it back.
Yeah.
Right. And nobody wins in this scenario in a riot. Nobody wins.
No one wins.
But also Martin Luther King understood what riots are too. You know, it's the voice of the unheard. And anyone, and I just don't get it. I just don't get it, because as much as I am against the fucking riots and I'm disgusted with them and the looters and shit.
Yep.
I don't understand how some people act like this is anything fucking new. Like, this is not new. Riots and violence is as part of American culture as fucking apple pie in the American fucking flag. It always has happened. Always. With the birthing of this country to today. And everybody has had their fights, because America is a melting pot of different races, different creeds, religions, and everyone's had their fight, has had their fights. When the Italians came here, when the Irish fucking came here, the Native Americans, when they're fucking genocide, everyone has had to have their fights for their rights, for their fucking freedoms, because the fucking powerful won't just give it to you. You have to fight for that shit. So when people act like fucking violence is completely never the answer, you must be talking about another country other than the fucking country of America, because the goddamn it, that shit has always happened.
Didn't we go to war with England?
That has always happened.
Rebellion?
Yes. We fucking started rebelling against the English, taxation without representation.
Yep.
Violence has always been part of American culture, and when something happens and nothing gets addressed and nothing gets addressed and nothing gets addressed and nothing gets addressed, it's like a powder keg that builds and builds and it explodes, and out comes violence. And what's good of that, man? Everyone just seems to lose. It's fucking ugly. Why does it ever have to get to that fucking point? It should never have to get to that fucking point. You know, you got people who say, you know, there are some who say that this is not the way. This isn't. You shouldn't do that. You shouldn't do that. Violence is not the answer. Find another way to fucking get your message across. Now I'm talking about very specific type of people, a minority, not in general, but a minority of people who there is no winning with them. I know who those fucking people are.
Oh,
those people who had a problem with Kaepernick kneeling. You may have had a fucking problem with Kaepernick kneeling, and that's fine. That's your American right to have a problem with him and have a difference of opinion.
Yep.
But you got those people who didn't want that. They didn't want a peaceful protest. They would fucking clown on them. They would shit on them. They would say, oh, go fuck yourself. And there'd be an anti-protest on the fucking protest and tell them to go fuck themselves and go home and shit like that. There is no win with certain types of fucking people, no matter what side you're on and no matter what cause it is. There's always going to be that people where there is no right way of protesting. Right? There is no fucking right way. And, you know, and with some of these fucking people who when Colin Kaepernick was kneeling and shit like that, right? Who had a problem with that. Like I said, that was fine that people who had problems with it, you know, that's fine. But what I didn't understand, what I didn't fucking get, and what is absolutely fucking wrong, I don't care if you fucking disagree with me. Fine. That's cool. Like I said, that's okay. When people said that him kneeling was disrespectful for the troops, that flag and the anthem belongs to the troops. First off, bullshit.
Nope.
Bullshit. That flag, the American flag, doesn't just belong to the troops. It doesn't. I come from a military family. All right? I come from my mom's side of the family. My grandfather was a fucking Marine. I've had my uncles who've served in the Air Force, in the Army, in the Marines, who have fought in wars. I have cousins who are serving currently in the Navy, Army, and Marines. And that flag does not belong to just the troops that serve today. It doesn't just belong to those who gave the ultimate sacrifice and fought for our rights as Americans to peacefully protest and do these things and have the right to disagree. Yeah. It doesn't just belong to them. The American flag, our country, belongs to everyone who has ever been an American, who is an American. It belongs to us all. And don't tell me Don't fucking tell me that it was only people in military uniform, whether it was the Revolutionary War or people in uniform today, who gave the ultimate sacrifice to fight for their rights, to fight for a better America, to fight for a better country. Don't fucking tell me that, because you're hijacking and you're doing a straw man argument of our American flag, of our anthem, which hasn't even been around that long. No. And the NFL, when they were doing the national anthem and all that shit, they were doing it because they were paid by our military. Otherwise, it wouldn't exist. You would never see it.
Nope. Oh, no.
So don't fucking tell me that him kneeling was just disrespectful for the troops, because that flag doesn't belong to any one group at all. You will not fucking hijack a fucking flag and say it and just try to say, well, it belongs, you're disrespecting the troops. And how can you be against the troops, right? No one's against the troops. Not me. You're not going to have me disrespect my own fucking family who served in this goddamn country. But that flag does not belong to the goddamn troops alone. It belongs to every citizen. It belongs to you. It belongs to me and everyone who was in this country and everyone who fucking fought for this country. Whether you believed in what they said, whether you agreed what they were fighting for. When people serve in our military, my family who serves in the military, they serve for the Constitution. And in our Constitution, we have the goddamn right to protest, to fucking talk shit about our own fucking government, to assemble, to fucking vote out any bum-ass motherfucker we want. Whether it's the president, whether it's the governor, a senator, or anything like that. That's what we all have the goddamn right for. So don't tell me no bullshit, because I'll tell you to get a fucking education, because you know what the fuck you're talking about. We are all Americans, and that is all our flag. And those people who say that these riots, that there needs to be a better way, there should. It should have been a better way. It should have got taken care of a long time ago with some of these things. And again, like I said, Sean, I said, those officers who stood by and watched injustice happen, they're the bigger problem. They are the bigger problem.
You're entitling them.
They are the bigger problem.
And you know, it's funny, Josh, is that we've been seeing a lot of videos and pictures of people now they're kneeling, right? Now they're kneeling. And this is, and everybody's like, well, fucking Kaepernick, it got fucking blackballed by the NFL. Can't get a fucking job offer in the NFL because of him kneeling. And people, like you said, try to turn it around and make it all about the military and all that. But his whole message was a flag represents freedom and represents our country and the freedom of everybody that lives in it and who's American to have that freedom. But when he's telling you that everybody doesn't have that freedom equally, was what he was kneeling for. And this is exactly what we're talking about.
Josh, I think there's a different way to protest than kneeling. That is the way. What are you talking about? That's his way. He didn't hurt anybody.
No.
Anybody who wants to protest, I don't give a fuck if I completely and 100% disagree with one's protest. I could be completely on the other side, but I will fight for your right to fucking protest. I will fucking agree that you have the right to protest. And he had that right, Josh. He had, like I said, to some people, there is never a fucking right way. No. There's no, him kneeling. No, don't like that. Peacefully assembling with a permit and everything. Don't like that. Now there's riots. Oh, you should have did something else. There's no winning with certain type of people. There's just no fucking winning.
No. There's no right or wrong of protesting. You can't tell someone that they can't protest right.
Yeah, exactly. To me, to be a fucking American, we have the right to fucking assemble, to protest, to speak out against our government. I don't care if you're on the left. I don't care if you're on the fucking right. I don't give a fuck what your political point is. I don't give a fuck. You have the right as an American to speak out against your government. So they're bullshit. There is no, that's not, that you should handle a different way. You think that you should handle a different way? That's fine. But I think what he did was great. I think what he did was great. That's fine. He wants to kneel. People who want to fucking protest or whatever, they want to protest against the left. People want to protest against the right. That is all fine in my book. As long as you don't hurt anybody, As long as you're not destructive on this country and hurting people and killing people and fucking looting and just destroying the infrastructure of this country, I am all for it. But when you tell people, "Oh, find a different way," and everything just falls on deaf ears, in this country, it will turn violent always. And it always has been since the birth of this fucking country. We got a $4.99 donation from EJ. It says, "Hey guys, hope you and everybody on the stream are staying safe. God bless everyone in the USA." Thank you, EJ. Appreciate that.
Thank you, buddy. Appreciate it, man.
Now, thank you, EJ. But anyway, so I totally respect anyone's right to protest. Again, whatever they're protesting, as long as they're not hurting anybody. I am completely against the fucking riots and everything. Because, you know, a lot of these people who are participating in these riots, Sean, these people don't give a fuck about George Floyd. They don't give a fuck about anything about what's happened. They are only taking advantage of the situation, and they just want to create anarchy and chaos and come away with a couple of fucking pairs of shoes and all this bullshit. That's what fucking rioters are. And you know, but to say that it's completely on the people who were speaking out against George Floyd and protesting and say it's all them, bullshit. These people had nothing to do with those peaceful protesters. Nothing to do. These rioters are fucking in it for themselves. When you riot and you burn down the business and you fucking loot, you're in it for yourself. You're selfish and you don't give a fuck about no one and no thing.
And you know what's funny is a lot of these people that are rioting, these protesters aren't even participating in it. The peaceful protesters aren't participating in those riots. They're trying to stop those motherfuckers from rioting and destroying these buildings. We've literally seen videos of it. Police chiefs have come out and acknowledged that some of these people that are rioting and people they've arrested for that shit aren't even people from their state.
There's a group of people out there, Sean, who live for these kind of moments. When there's a certain unrest in the country, and they take advantage and they want to go out there and commit violence. These are anarchists. I mean, you've seen them. I've seen plenty of videos of people who have nothing to do with the protest. Nothing. Because that's nothing you don't see in a whole lot of the media. There are more peaceful protests going on right now and this whole week than there is looting. But you don't see a whole lot of that because the rioting violence overtakes the news. And you know what I've seen? I've seen a lot of beautiful fucking things, Sean. I've seen people peacefully protesting, and I see good cops because there are a lot of good cops out there. You know, that are out there who are peacefully protesting with the people, who are taking a knee with the people, who are walking with them, holding up signs. I've seen videos of people from Black Lives Matter, people who from the protests, who are like Black Americans, who are embracing a white cop and they're crying together because they disagree completely what's going on. And the cops, I've seen a lot of cops on TikTok, on social media. I've seen a bunch of cops come out and completely fucking disown that cop who killed George Floyd and the other cops who commit police brutality, because that is not the fucking way. And there are a lot of goddamn good cops, and I've seen a lot of that. A lot of people don't want to talk about that kind of stuff, right? And a lot of these things have happened in conservative, even conservative states and cities and counties where some people might think that won't happen, but it is. I've seen a lot of peaceful protests. I've seen a lot of coming together from the protesters and the police. But these anarchists, these fucking people who are committing riots, they're not for anyone. They're not for anybody, but they just want to see the world burn. They just want to see anarchy. They just want to see fucking violence and shit like that.
And they want them to get away from the actual message of the fucking protests.
Exactly. Absolutely. Exactly. And but I've seen a whole lot of that, and that shit was touching to me, seeing the peaceful protesters and the cops coming together and stuff like that. And I've also seen a lot of the peaceful protesters, a lot of videos where they are meeting those anarchists, those fucking people who want to loot and shit, and stopping them, and even kicking the shit out of them and giving them to the police officers to deal with, because they're not with the fucking cause. No, they're not with the cause. No. And it sucks. And it fucking sucks that some people want to associate these fucking pieces of shit rioters with the cause of what all started this. And then they want to say, you know, we'll forget that whole fucking thing. Whatever they're speaking out, I don't even want to hear them now because of the writers. Those writers have nothing to do with anybody. They're not on the left. They're not on the right. They're not for George Floyd. They're not against George Floyd. They don't give a fuck about anything. And they're not with the peaceful protesters. I've seen the peaceful protesters fight with these people and beat the shit out of them and keep them from fucking looting some of these fucking businesses. Fuck those people. Fuck them.
You know, I try to, every time I have a conversation with people about this, I tell them, like, I try to steer the conversation back to the issue and the protest. Not like people want to, I understand the riots are fucking crazy, and me and Josh had a talk about this other day. We talked for like 3 hours about this shit on the phone, me and him. I was just like, dude, we got to talk, man. It's just, everything's going on. It's fucking crazy and stuff like that. But I always try to steer the conversation when I talk to people in Discord and stuff like that. I try to steer it back to the true issue, because there's, like Josh said, everybody's talking about the riots, and yes, it sucks what's going on, and me and Josh hate the riots. It's not, but we got to talk about the real issue here, and not give the rioters or the people causing the riot their time of the day. Don't give them that credit, right? Like, we got to stop the riots. Let's talk about the real issues.
You got to find out mention real quick from Arturo. It says, and for businesses and their buildings got burned down, they won't be back to the city. They will move out and will hurt the city's economy. And that's another thing. That's the sad tragedy of it. And you know what? And I don't blame them. Those small business owners who had their businesses burned down by the rioters in some of these cities and stuff like that, I would not blame them if they didn't want to, even if they can, if they can bring back their business. I wouldn't be surprised, and I wouldn't have anything against them wanting to take their business elsewhere where they might feel more safe.
Yeah.
That's the fucking tragedy of all this, right?
Yeah.
But you know what, though? With some of these fucking rioters and shit like that, I've seen where some of the police chiefs in certain cities and stuff like that, right? They know a lot of these people who protest, right? No matter who's protesting, whether it's the KKK and they hold their fucking rallies, or anyone, they know who fucking is protesting. They get to know the people, because that's their fucking job, right? And I've seen protesters and I've seen chiefs of police in different cities and police officers say that those people who are doing the real violence, like who are committing fucking fires, who are looting and creating damage, these people came out of nowhere. Those people, they just want to see the fucking city burn, and they want to put a black eye on every fucking thing. Fuck those people. And fuck anyone who fucking loots and fucking burns down an entire city. Because, you know, a lot of these people who have been looting and burning down these businesses aren't even from the communities themselves. Themselves. No one recognizes. No one knows who the fuck they are. They are from somewhere. Some of these people are from out of state fucking doing this shit. I seen a fucking crazy goddamn video in fucking downtown Dallas where all of a sudden, here where we live, I seen in downtown Dallas a goddamn random block of bricks right there, just random, set up,
out there,
fucking set up for people to fucking go crazy, right? And I've seen vehicles that were placed, that were set up for people to fuck with, you know? And I've seen that a lot. When I first woke up, I went to Twitter and I see Nitro Freak. Shout out to Nitro Freak. I know he's not watching, but shout out to him. I saw him post a fucking picture on Twitter of the same kind of pile of bricks that was in that video from downtown Dallas in a suburb here in the Dallas Metroplex. In Frisco, Texas, which is about 15 minutes away from this very house. And that's not a coincidence, I don't think, because I think there are people who are setting shit up to fucking just create anarchy, to create the fucking chaos.
It's like they're putting it out there and hoping they take the bait, right? They want them to fucking riot, and they want them to take away from the message, or like you said, they just want to see the world burn, right? That's pretty much what they want. So
but anyway,
so sad.
I just want to get that off my chest. I've heard everybody else's takes on that, and that's my take. Again, to sum it up, it was horrible what happened to George Floyd. It was an injustice. It was fucking murder, and it should never happen. And that police officer will get his. He was charged with third-degree murder.
Now let's just hope the other three do too.
And like I said, he's the villain, but he's not the overall problem. Those other officers represent the overall problem. And I completely fucking disagree with the rioting that's happening right now, and it needs to stop. And I hope it does fucking stop. You're seeing military and National Guard being put in place and stuff like that, and I hope it fucking stops very, very soon, and we just see the fucking peaceful protests.
Yep.
That's my 2 cents. I don't know if I offended anybody. If I did, you have the right to be offended, but I don't give a fuck. That's what I feel. That's how I think.
And it's funny is Craig just posted this. He says, I was in Uptown Dallas yesterday. 5% of the city is damaged. 5%. Peaceful protests were going on in the arts district, and the remainder of the city is just fine. But guess where the TV crews were? Exactly. They're going to be where the looting was, where the damages was done, but not where the other peaceful protests were actually being taken place. That's the problem. That is the true problem, Craig. And you're right. The media is going to cover the riots.
QC says we need a fucking nuke from Russia and we'll all get along. You know what? With 2020, how it's going, I wouldn't be surprised. I wouldn't be surprised if some shit like that happens. And and maybe you're right. I don't know if you meant that as a joke or what, but that sad thing is you're right. It always takes an outside threat to get everybody together.
Dude,
look what happened on 9/11. Look what happened on 9/11. Just don't get along with each other. We live in a country that has over 300 fucking million people, and we have a two-party system. And I'll say this, and again, this might offend some people, and I don't fucking care. That's fine. You have your right to be offended. But I think I feel lucky, and I feel fucking good about the fact that I have enough sense to not call myself a liberal. I'm lucky to have enough sense to not call myself a conservative. Mm-hmm. I'm neither or. Don't put me in any fucking camp. I'll fuck your camp. Fuck it. I don't give a fuck about that shit. I'm not a liberal. I'm not a conservative. Because there's a lot of fucking things going on in this country. There are things I'm conservative about. There are things that I'm fucking liberal about. Socially, financially. And I don't think there are some things that are black and white, but a lot of it's gray.
Oh yeah.
So I'm someone who can vote for a fucking Republican president. I'm somebody who can vote for a Democratic president if I believe they are what's best for this country.
Exactly.
Right? I am someone who watches the debates. I'm someone who pays attention to who's running for president, who's running for office, not just on the federal level like president, but on the local levels like senators and mayors and shit like that.
Yep.
And I will vote for who I believe is the best fit for the fucking job.
Yeah.
I've been told by my conservative family that I'm liberal. I've been told by some of my liberal family that I'm conservative. And I'm like, fuck both of your camps. Because what? Some of you motherfuckers, you act like this is a motherfucking gang, Like these are two gangs and you gave a blood oath to each fucking gang, to your fucking gang. Yeah. I got motherfuckers who are friends or family who they already know who they're going to vote for in the fucking next election. They know
they haven't even done the research.
They know who they're going to vote for in 2028. They know who they're going to vote for. They're going to vote for the fucking Democrat. They're going to vote for the Republican. I feel sorry for them. You live in a closed-minded fucking world and society. And again, you might be offended by me saying this to whoever was listening, and that's fine, but I don't give a shit. This is how I think. I will always go for who I think will do the best job. And not any fucking particular politician or anybody is going to be perfect and is going to do everything that pleases everybody. Nobody. I mean, you think about the guys who are on Mount Rushmore. Not everybody in their time was fucking for them. Abraham Lincoln, we all love Abraham Lincoln today, but that wasn't the case during his time. A lot of people love JFK today.
There's a reason he was executed.
A lot of people love JFK today, but not a whole lot of people love JFK during his time.
Nope. A lot of people looked at them as radicals,
But that's my fucking take on it. Now, we've had some donations here, Sean.
Yeah, I see we have a donation from Texans. This is Josh Rant, made my nip hard. Great job, guys. We need more people like y'all around. God bless y'all, everyone on here in the USA. Definitely.
Thank you, man.
Oh, you know what's funny though, Josh? When you were saying about that, about if Russia or if someone attacked us, I literally earlier in the Discord, I think Trump was in there, JB was in there. I literally said the same thing. when someone made a joke and like, man, if I was a terrorist organization, I would attack. And I was like, if they did that, we'd come together and the country would be healed, because that's what we do. Once we find a common enemy, we rally together. But when we don't have a common enemy, we just want to attack each other. Like you said, it doesn't have to be one or the other. And that's the thing. No matter what side you're on, like Josh said, liberal or conservative, or you're in the middle, and that's fine. We don't have to agree on everything. And that's the biggest thing. I feel like people so much feel like you said, Josh, they have to pick a fucking side, or they feel like they can't be friends with you. And if you're this way or that way, or if you're a liberal, I can't talk to you, or you're a conservative, I can't talk to you. Why not? I have both sides of my family. Literally, I've gotten in debates with some of my family because of some political stuff. But at the end of the day, we move on. We say what we have to say, and we love each other, and that's it. That's what this country's all about. And I feel like it's gotten away from that. People don't respect other people's opinions. If you don't have the same opinion, they don't want to fucking talk to you. They don't want to be friends with you. Why? The whole point of this country is so everybody can have their own goddamn opinion. That's exactly what fucking annoys me, when people get so pissed off about that shit.
Hot Take Hockey says, respect to you guys for addressing it. Sports for your community is great. More love, less hate. Many need to educate and acknowledge and speak up. Agree, Josh. I'm in Canada, but I don't associate myself with either. That's good, man. That's good.
Yeah. That's good.
And again, if I don't know, those of you might be diehard conservative, might be diehard liberal.
Yeah.
And hey, you know what? That's your fucking American birthright to be that way. That's what you want to do. That's what you want to do. I don't have to agree with it, and you don't have to agree with fucking what I say and how I feel about things, and that's just fucking fine. But I respect your decision, and you can respect mine. We can debate about it. And like I said, if people want to talk about these kinds of things in our Discord, that's fine. That's absolutely fine. And you don't have to like the person you're talking to.
Nope.
And like I said before, and you don't have to completely respect the person, but you will respect our Discord, and you will keep it civil, or you will hear from us. I don't care who you are. I don't care who you are. I ain't shy to tell you. But anyway, thank you guys for listening to our takes. Thank you for listening to my rant there. I know I went off. I don't know how long. It's already 12 a.m.
Yeah.
I appreciate y'all being in here and listening. Like I said, I spent the whole last week listening to everybody, and I'm glad I got that off my chest and say what I felt I had to say. And appreciate y'all.
Yeah, we love every single one of y'all. And we're gonna end the stream here, and I'll probably jump in the Discord for a little bit, and then I'm gonna go to bed.
Yes.
So
anyone who's interested and is still up and feeling froggy, are you feeling froggy? You want to have some fun? We can get back to having some fun. We'll be in the Discord. I'll be in the Discord there doing some mock drafts.
Mock drafts. Yeah, I'm down to do a few actually.
If you guys want to join that, go join the Discord. I'll be in NFL fantasy voice chat. Go in there.
Yep.
I'll start setting up some mock drafts, and we can get that going. If we're gonna have a lot of people, then we can do a 10-man, then we can do a 12-man, maybe. Yeah. So.
Oh yeah.
All right, join our Discord, QC, with a $1.99 donation. Respect to you guys for real talk. Much love, you guys.
Oh,
thank you. Thank you so much.
Thank you, bro.
And thank you for the donation. And that's one thing that we like to have here in this channel and in this community.
Yep.
You know, I know some people only want to stick to sports, and I get that. And, you know, Eagle Speed wasn't here earlier and says maybe we don't need football because maybe we should just get our shit together. I disagree with that take. We need sports. We need something to bring us together. We need daily sports. And again, it's not to be a complete distraction, because I will never be distracted from the realities and the ugliness of the world. But it's a welcome distraction from time to time for at least a few hours every day, if we can have, to watch an NBA game, to watch an NFL game, to watch a baseball game. And we need that. That's important, and that's part of our culture in this country. And we cannot wait for the day that comes back. And when that does, we will be here. And in this channel, whether it's for the good or for the bad, we don't care. you know, we hit 80,000 subscribers and stuff like that, and maybe we may never get to 100K, and that's fucking fine.
Yep.
We make the content that we want to make, and when we can make it, because you know we have other things going on as well, and we appreciate everybody who's always here, who watches our content, who
Supports
hangs out with
us. Yeah.
and you know, here on this channel, I think, as opposed to a whole lot of other channels, here on this channel, I feel like our subscribers are not just our subscribers, but they're our friends.
Oh yeah.
And you know, and if any of you guys ever want to talk with us, you can always join our Discord. You can always show up to these YouTube chats. You can show up to our Twitch streams and hang out with us. And you'll never be discouraged from voicing your opinion.
Definitely.
So long as you show respect and don't cross that line.
Yeah.
Always welcome to your own opinion.
And I'm going to say this, and we've said it in the Discord, but I'm going to say it in here. If anybody disrespects you and isn't following these rules in our Discord or anything like that, or even in our YouTube chat, and our mods usually are going to catch that shit. But if they don't, and you want to talk about it, you want to talk to us, let us know. Don't feel afraid to reach out to us. You know, talk to us.
We got two donation real quick from EJ says, check out Twitter. We will. Thank you, EJ.
Thank you, buddy.
For the donation tonight. We appreciate you.
Yeah.
JB says this community is like a family. Love it, man. It really is. It really is. And just like any family, sometimes there's disagreements, and sometimes there's
bickers.
Sometimes there's animosity there, but a lot of us are there every single day, and I really appreciate y'all. And I don't know what. I don't know how I would be, honestly, especially on a mental level, without you guys, especially through this year, with everything that's happened with me on a personal level. Just being in the Discord, sometimes I'm especially these recent days, I haven't been too talkative in the Discord. Sometimes I'm just sitting on this desk, just like I am right now, and I'm just listening to you guys talk, because you guys definitely hear us talk. Obviously, on the streams, we're doing the talking. When we go in Discord, sometimes I just like to just sit there and just listen to you guys and hear what you have to say. And you guys are interesting people. A lot of people here in this community are funny, and I love all you guys. I really do, for all your flaws and everything. Yeah,
we love all y'all, and just awesome. Like Josh said, we've all been going through a difficult time, and we're glad we're all together to go through it. And hopefully, if there's more shit to be thrown at us in 2020, which is looking like it, we're all there for each other no matter what. So
Craig says, you have to understand, we all wish that every day is a sunny day, but sometimes the rain comes in and it has to be addressed. You cannot throw it in the back seat like it doesn't exist. Exactly. Craig. Thank you, Craig. And thank you, everybody. We're going to call this a night. We're going to call this a stream.
All right, guys.
It's past midnight. We're into Tuesday now. Thank you so much for the donations. Mike Nixon. Thank you. Mike Nixon's been through a lot, folks. You know, he did have a legitimate stroke. And shout out to you, Mike. Shout out to you, Hell Lord. Shout out to you, EJ.
Roach.
Everybody. Thank you, guys.
A few other people,
Thorseth, welcome back, man. Thorseth, it's good to see you fucking in the chat.
Oh yeah, dude.
You have no idea what your presence means. I really, you know, you might have some idea, but maybe not fully, because your presence means a lot to a lot of people in this community, in this very chat. And it's good to see you. Noam, it's good to see you here tonight, man. It
definitely
really does.
Definitely. Miss both of y'all, and we're glad to have y'all back. So
stay in the Discord. Go ahead, guys. You'll have a good night. Bye-bye.
Peace.
Boy.
Oh, Jesus. Jesus, take the wheel.